some award shows have some amazing uh, intros. Some award shows are just amazing to watch. Some are just meh. Ours will be right in the middle. Stick around and join us as we have our way too early 2025 season award ceremony here at the People's Debate Football Pod.
First off, thank God, praise the Lord, that we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's see what you say. It's the People's Debate. Sports mailman Joe with the news. White T Cody opposing views. Sheriff West got picks for you. Milton is the glue. But your thoughts make this click. Opinion, raise questions. What you got to say, quick give. It's the People's Debate. It's the People's Debate.
People, 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 people. Glory, all the praise, all my thanks goes to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is the People's Debate Football Podcast. I'm your host, and with me is the always reliable, always faithful, always controversial, my brother here, White T Cody, is in the building. Cody, first off, thank you for being here, dude. Everybody that's here now, much appreciation. Again, if you didn't catch the intro, this is our way too early award ceremony, times two, I guess, because we did it last year. That failed miserably. Don't go back to that video. This video will be nice and brand new. We'll be predicting the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, rookies, coach, comeback player, the new Protector of the Year award, which that video also is in our archive, and the championship games are going to go as far as conference championship and Super Bowl and who wins the Super Bowl. But again, I'm your host and I'm here with White T Cody. Cody, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. It is tomorrow, just tomorrow, baby. And I can't wait for the game this week. I got my tickets. I'm ready. Everything's set to go for the opener here in LA. The Houston Texans is going to spank Matthew Stafford.
All right. That was coming in hot already. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it, I guess, maybe. We'll see. At the end of the awards, we'll key in on some of the games, just the bigger games. You'll go over yours. I got two of mine. We'll kind of go over it. But thank you, everybody, again, that's here right now. Make sure you're liking the video right now as we speak on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube, hit the like button, and you can continue watching on Facebook if you want. That's fine. But make sure you like the video. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's right in the bottom, The People's Debate. No spaces. Otherwise, you will be brought to some actual formal debates, political debates. So don't bore yourself there. Just no spaces, and then you'll find us. But as far as the news, obviously Joe the Sports Mailman's not here. News, I mean, he kind of gave me a list of news. I really don't want to talk about those news. DeRon Bland gets paid, don't care.
Right.
Micah Parsons, he needs an epidural. Don't really care either. Jabril Peppers, our safety, gets cut. That's just going to piss me off talking about it. So I'm just going to leave that one alone as well. But yeah, we're not going to do news. Okay. There's two topics collegiate wise that, I'm not a collegiate watcher really, but I couldn't help but notice the uproar about one former, it's going to be a Hall of Fame head coach, and one guy that's already projected to be a Hall of Famer, and he finally just played his first real game. So where I want to start with this is Bill Belichick and the North Carolina football team got spanked by TCU. Everybody's making a big deal saying that this is tarnishing Bill Belichick's legacy, which it could be. I'm not saying it's not, but it's one game. They got outplayed. They were outmatched, out-schemed. Players were better on the opposite side. What did you take out of it? Are you also on the wagon of Bill Belichick is going to ruin his career because of what he's doing on the collegiate field, or are you just more impartial? What were your thoughts, Cody?
So I will start by saying I did not watch the game, so I cannot comment on how the game was actually coached or played or what happened per play or whatnot. But I will say I don't think Bill has tarnished his legacy. This is, like you said, just one game. Now, this could be en route to, something that could be a blemish, essentially, a Michael Jordan Wizard stint, etc. I don't really know, exact moment, but Bill shouldn't take it too serious. I don't think. I mean, it's just college, right? Bill won fucking 6 NFL championships. I mean, what can really any of those college coaches got on Bill Belichick,
Yeah, I think the conversation is now getting sparked up again because when Tom won the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, the conversation came up like, oh man, it's Bill. Maybe Bill wasn't that good because you know how we turned out with Bill at the end of the ladder of his coaching career in the NFL. And then now, since that debacle happened, it's not even that they lost, but how they lost. I think that just the conversation's coming up. Now, I'm with you. I think Bill's not going to really bat an eye. It's a learning curve, hopefully, for him. But I will say he kind of put this on himself. I think they're having him and is it a fiance? It's not wife yet, right? The one that's younger than us.
I don't know what that is. I keep my hands up.
All right, right on. Good. But I think that they both came to the conclusion that they're going to, like how they have Hard Knocks for NFL. It's doing it for his collegiate team. And first year there at not a huge organization, he's doing it to himself. And then that's what happened. It was a primetime game. At least with Colorado last year, I think it was year before. I don't know when. I'm getting not a collegiate watcher. Forgive me. But with Deion and the Colorado college team, they beat TCU and then started getting the headlines, so that made sense. Oh, Deion coaching, they beat a bigger team, a more stacked team, a more proven team, and now they're getting television slots. They just got a television slot off the rip, Michael Jordan being there and all that, and then, get shellacked like that. I think that's really on them. Now, as far as tarnishing his legacy, I'm with you. It could, if it continues like this and he's just getting shellacking after shellacking of worse teams. Sure, maybe, but
it won't tarnish. Like I said, it'll be like a little blemish, he shouldn't have done that.
Right. I would say you're right. Not tarnish. That's the wrong word. But the blemish is going to be a bit thicker and wider, just because again the conversation is going to be had. It's like, yo, all right, wait a minute. So without Tom, we have your record in the NFL without Tom. It's bad. Right. Now we have your record in college. It's bad. That's where it'll start becoming a thing where, it might, you're right, just be a blemish and be a talking point to he's not the greatest coach of all time kind of thing. Right. With Arch Manning, I don't know about you, but it kind of annoyed me to see how many people are just going in on he's a kid still. Going in on
he's Heisman favorite, expected, all that. So he has to take those same criticisms that the Caleb Williams and all them take.
Ain't that crazy?
You know how hard they win at Caleb Williams? Way harder than they go at Arch Manning.
And don't you think, but I think they're different just because Arch Manning's not in media saying this. He's just finally getting his shot to start. That's it. As far as everything that's pushed on him, that's just because of his last name, unfortunately, right? It's not.
Part of it.
But Caleb was the player, the outspoken gentleman, all this different thing. I think it's just a different dichotomy. And with Arch, I don't think, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve criticism. Of course he deserves criticism. But if you've heard some of these former players, analysis, all this, just going in on Arch Manning saying he's going to be a bust off of one game, it's just ludicrous to me. It's weird. It's off-putting.
To me, that has been normal for a long time, good 10, 15 years. When the new top recruit, whatever, doesn't have great few games start to the season, they will start doing that immediately. So I've seen this happen with multiple quarterbacks coming out. And another thing you said about the whole last name thing, they don't complain about the last name affecting them when it gets them recruited to a good school, when it gets them the starting job over other players, when it gets them, that look and all that. So don't complain about the name later when it gets you the criticism too, because you're not performing up to the name. So you can't pick and choose to benefit from the name and then, not take the responsibility that comes with that name.
Well, I like that argument. But again, I just don't think it's him. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, he might have benefited off of the name, but he didn't choose that. He's just playing the game. He's playing at the best capabilities that he can. And if coaches and owners and school execs, all that, want to bring him in just because of this name, that's on them, yes. But on him, but I get your argument. And I actually like the argument. So I'll leave it at that. I get it. And I like it. So I'll leave it at that. But everybody that's going ham on Arch Manning, I think they need to chill out.
I agree on that too. Yeah.
That's my main thing. Richie Rich in the building. That hat is so lit. Cody, fellow Texan fan. Another fellow Texan fan, Brandon. Thank you for being here, brother. Conspiracy theory.
Your Texan fans are your most loyal fans. Just notice that.
That, and actually, what's crazy is, yes, that's right. I'll go back to it, Brandon. Sorry. That's correct. Also, NFC fans. There's a lot of Giants fans that will inbox me. There's Cowboy fans that inbox me.
NFC East, I think, has like the most devoted football fans. Just that's football freaks,
Very true. Luckily, I finally found, like, Jose, the other brother that joined me on the live on the playoff predictions, and Chad. Luckily, I found some more Patriot fans. I never knew a lot of them, so it feels good.
It looks like you had an army, I would have thought.
Right, it does, and I love it. It's never been like that. Every school I've been to, everything, I've always been the minute Patriot fan. And we're winning, and I would get picked on for it. It's the craziest, weirdest thing that people would do. They would just pick at me, and it's like, what? Aren't they like 11-1? Oh, I guess, dude. Whatever, man. Whatever. Conspiracy theory: all former Jags are refusing to play for the Texans this year. Is that true? All former Jags. Brandon, you gotta let me know when you're gonna hit me with this kind of stuff, because I don't even know.
That's conspiracy theory.
All right, Brandon. Maybe if you want to provide some context, I'd read it. I'd read it, so I'll entertain it. But let's get into it before we start the awards ceremony, where we are going to, me and Cody are going to deliver the awards. Give us the argument for them to receive this award on what we predict is going to happen, because or how they're going to receive the award. Then before we get to that, we're actually going to go over our Super Bowl prediction. Yeah, mine's going to ruffle some feathers, so I can't wait to really talk about it. I mean, Ronald Darby quit, and Kirk and Cam Robinson won't play. There we go. What, Kirk's supposed to play week 1. Right.
No, but Cam, I think, is on injury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why your rookie's gonna play left tackle.
Right? So yeah. I don't. And what about Kirk? What'd Kirk say?
He said that Kirk won't play. but I think Kirk's supposed to be
I didn't hear
starting
that.
in the
I'm not
lineup.
sure.
Yeah. Let me know if we're tripping, but I think you're tripping, Brandon, respectfully. Oh, they said Kirk's hamstring, so he might be a maybe kind of thing. If they are, good for them. They kind of infiltrated the Texans. They said we can't beat them. Let's just ruin it from the inside. Let's go that route. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. All right. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. So, conference championship. I have went over somewhat. No, actually, I don't think I have. Conference championship, AFC, NFC. Out of the AFC, without going into our brackets and all of that, if the people want us to do that, put it in the comments. We might do it. If not, we'll have another separate video and do it. But I, as far as the conference championship, Cody, tell me what you think about this. AFC, I have the Buffalo Bills playing the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are not going. They're going to lose the game before. As far as to who, you know what? I could say it. The Bills. I think the Bills are finally going to get over that freaking hump, because the main difference between Josh Allen and Lamar is Lamar, don't get me wrong, the last game played well. The last playoff game, he played well at the end, but then they just lost Andrews. But Josh Allen has always played well, and then, the defense lets him down or Pat Mahomes gets the ball. So I think this time around, that's not going to happen. I think it's going to be at Buffalo, which doesn't make a difference because Kansas City beat Buffalo at Buffalo before. But I think Buffalo and Baltimore are going to be in the AFC Championship, and they are going to duke it out for that Super Bowl dream that they want to be in.
Yeah.
Now, your AFC matchup is what?
So now, while I do think Pat Mahomes will go on a revenge tour this year and will go off and have some crazy stats and numbers, especially after his slump last year, I do not have him in the AFC Championship as well. Okay. So that might have came to a surprise to you. But I do not think Josh Allen will be there either. So who I have in the AFC Championship will be the Ravens and the Texans. The Josh Allen Bills going to slow up in the playoffs again every time. And I think the Ravens and the Texans will be AFC Championship game.
I knew that was coming. Okay. I don't know why I thought different. Fair enough. Okay. NFC Championship game. Now, this one is going to stun some folks here. Okay. Let me walk everybody through. Everybody that's watching now, if you have a AFC favorite to make the AFC Championship or just flat out win the AFC and be in the Super Bowl, please put your predictions in the comments below. We'll read them and talk about it. See how crazy or not so crazy you are. Now, NFC, again, it's a doozy. So
yeah, the EFC was or the NFC one's hard.
100%. Like, I can be wrong, you can be wrong. We could both have the wrong two teams, and it's 4 total teams, and another set of teams are in the NFC. That's just how it is. AFC, I think it's more cut and dry. No matter what, you have to have one of the 3 teams. No offense to the Texans. Y'all are right.
But it's became one of the 4 teams. You got to correct that now. Oh, you paused up, or is it me? Fuck, it's probably me.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you, yeah.
What?
You're paused, though. Okay, there it goes. It wasn't me. Thank God, yes. The only reason I stayed was because I heard the music in the background still.
Okay, yeah, my thing is tripping. Okay. AFC. Wait, what was I saying?
You were telling me NFC hard something. You were saying, yeah, Texans are now it makes it one of the 4 teams. It's no longer one of 3. It's one of 4. You're saying the Texans are at that level now. You know what I mean? You're saying, yeah.
Okay. Am I lagging? You see that?
Oh, you're better now. You're good.
Okay, because now you're paused. Everybody in the comments, is Cody paused or am I tripping right now?
No, I'm not paused.
You're not paused. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody tell him, get off that Magic Jack Wi-Fi. We're having technical difficulties, guys. Ravens and Texans, look for it. Texans, see what's going to happen. The Ravens and Bills are going to play each other, right, in the divisional round. So one of them is going to knock the other one out, and that's why they both won't be in the conference championship. And the Texans are going to beat the Chiefs and get their revenge on the Chiefs and the refs. And then it'll be Texans and Ravens. Look at Milton. Okay. I still hear the music, though. Okay, it's just me now, guys. All right. So, yeah, Texans, right? People, they're going to win. This Sunday, they're going to win. We're going to be at the game in L.A. Front row, Texans sideline. Look at me, right in midfield. You're going to see me all red. You can't miss me. You got to be watching the game to see me. Where is Milton at, though? You can't be leaving me solo for this. I don't like solo episodes. I do not like this. There needs to be more people in here. Oh, da-da-da-da. Where's Jose when you need him? Where is somebody? Joe, where you at? Oh, let me go see if the Astros are winning. They better be. Fuck.
All right. Can you hear me?
Thank God. I was hating that. Yeah, don't do that to me.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I don't know what the heck just happened. Okay. Let's get back on track. Sorry, everybody that's watching. Sorry. Apologies. Yeah, but what I was saying is AFC, it has to be Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City. The three musketeers as far as quarterbacks, typically one of them have to be in the AFC Championship. So that's all I meant by that. You having Houston, up-and-coming dog, you believe that this is the team to do it. Fair enough to you. I wouldn't be too surprised. Again, I have one real big problem with y'all just not making it, and you already know what that is. If that's not a problem, guess what? Who can make it? The Houston Texans. So NFC, I got the Eagles in the NFC Championship game again. I do think the NFC. One second. I do think the NFC is unpredictable, but the Eagles, just top and bottom, still have a top tier team. The secondary is a little less deep, I'll say that. But the young talent that they do have with Vic Fangio still scheming it up is going to be fine. So I'm confident that the Eagles, most likely than not, other than barring injury, will be in the NFC Championship game. And playing the NFC team in the Eagles, the last year Super Bowl champs, that's going to be the home team, not the Eagles. Eagles won't be the home team. This team will be the home team. It'll be J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. I think, yep, I said it. So I do believe the Minnesota Vikings not only won just on paper, their team as a whole. Last year, they won 14 games. I know we can't hold a bunch of last year and all that kind of stuff.
You think J.J. McCarthy going to have a better year this year than Sam Darnold had last year?
So statistically, possibly not. But I don't think that's what they need to get over that hump. Because they had good statistical years by Kirk Cousins as well. And they got bounced by Danny
Johnson. And they finished all the same way they did with Sam Darnold.
Say it again.
I said each of those seasons they had great quarterback play at the level like Sam Darnold played last year, etc. They all finished the same, bounced.
Yes. So what I think is Kevin O'Connell has the quarterback that he has specifically chosen. He doesn't have to remake them. He doesn't have to remodel them. He doesn't have to do any of that. He got to sit down with him, unfortunately, because he was injured, and let him know exactly how he wants this offense to be ran. So what I believe is, sure, maybe I think the upside future-wise is there. I think that for this year, what they did on the offensive line and what they did on the defensive line, what they're showing, the cards that they're showing, is they are going to be a trenches ran team. And what the trenches ran team, just like a Jalen Hurts, sure, Aaron Jones, let's not compare Saquon. Let's not compare the entire team. But just for this comparison, Jalen Hurts all he has to do is make the plays when asked to, right? I think JJ McCarthy will be that guy. I think JJ, unlike Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins, when the going gets tough in the playoffs or close to the postseason, he's not going to fold. That's why I think this team is now going to move in a higher direction than they have.
You got that just on more of a hunch? You just feel like that?
Of course.
Yeah.
From when I say hunch, though, it's an educated hunch. A educated hunch in watching his college tape, watching the preseason before he got hurt, watching the preseason this year. All of that is still a hunch because, as we probably agree, it's a freaking preseason and it's college. It's not the same. I understand that. So anybody with pushback, I get the pushback. But my main argument is this team, for a team that won 14 games, getting better on the offensive line, where that's posed a struggle at the end, getting their tackles back as well, and on the defensive line, keeping the same defensive coordinator, same offensive coordinator, same play caller in Kevin O'Connell. I think this team is going to surprise a lot of people because even with all that success last year, because JJ McCarthy is coming to town and starting, people have, instead of 14 games won, they have them winning 7, 6. That's absurd. I think that's more of a blasphemous take than what I'm saying. That's crazy. He's that much worse than Sam Darnold. Let's be real here.
No, look, I think it's the common same factors. We know the defense is going to be good. We know it's going to play great for 14 games, and we know it's going to get tired the last 3-4 games. We know that the run game is going to be Aaron Jones. We know what Aaron Jones does. We know the offense is going to be schemed around. Give it the ball to Justin Jefferson, right? Mm-hmm. But you have your quarterback coming off a torn meniscus. He's a rookie on top of that. Never played it down in a real game yet.
Yep.
There's so many more factors in than a normal led team by Kevin O'Connell that, like with Sam Darnold last year, they didn't have as many of these questions. Yeah, they have the same defensive question. How long will the defense last into the postseason? But now you have the quarterback question on top of that. I feel like there's no way.
So I got pushback for that. So again, when you say JJ McCarthy, I understand. Yes, he can be a bust. I just don't believe that.
No, I'm not saying bust. I'm just saying that.
But I'm saying I can understand it. The question marks with JJ. The narrative is we don't know how good or bad he is. I understand that. But everything else you said, I totally disagree. As far as the defense, it's going to start bending. It has in the past, but again, offseason, they added weapons on the defense.
They add weapons every year.
They don't. Well, the last year before, they lost weapons. Remember, everybody had them winning 2, 3, 4
added
games.
Weapons. They added their best tackler and sack getter since when?
No, but remember, that was when Danielle Hunter left, and they said, "Oh, you're replacing Danielle Hunter with Van Ginkel and Grenard." That was the narrative. Now we can all hindsight and say that was a good move.
I knew Grenard was going to be good there.
Right, but some people did not think both of them were going to be good, right? And then both of them are one of the top guys in as far as tackles for loss and all that, right? So that got better because they were relying so heavily on the edge rushers as far as Van Ginkel and Grenard. The interior was an issue, so now guess what? You got Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave. So that's been fixed. The secondary injuries, and last year, they were banking on Gilmore at his age with his injury history. Now they have guys set in place that they're banking on. I'm not saying that they're going to be a top secondary. I am not. but we know what the Brian Flores style defense does. Another
Right.
year under that scheme, it's just going to get worse if you believe that Brian Flores knows what he's doing. It just has to incrementally get worse. It's not, better. It's not going to automatically just poof, now you're the number one defense. That's not how it works. But if you trust Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, which I do, that defense is fine. When you say, as far as offense, the running back issue, Aaron Jones, that's why they got Jordan Mason. They brought over Jordan Mason.
I'm not saying that's the issue, but we know what that's going to scheme. We know what their offense is really going to be about when it comes down to it. It's going to be getting Justin Jefferson the ball, right? So that's going to be the same problem. I agree with all that. Their offense performs nice every year. Their defense performs great every year. It's more about how long will the defense last, right? I don't think Brian Flores really we have questions about his defense performing good. It's just about will they still keep it up and how long? They always drop short.
Yes, that's true. But I just think this year with JJ, that's changing. They're specifically, when JJ was a rookie, they wanted to start him, not Sam Darnold, right? So that was already what was going to happen. So Sam Darnold started and did what he did, right? Not saying that JJ's just going to double that. Obviously not. That would be crazy. But they chose him when Sam Darnold was in the building. They were forced to use Sam Darnold, still won 14 games. So with all of that, I just,
okay. That's a hot take.
Very, very much so. So, again, NFC Championship for me is the Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota Vikings. Tell me yours. Before you tell me yours, guess what? We got a special guest.
Let's
the man,
go.
the myth, the guy that needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, okay? He is the creator and the host of the Poodle Pinche Sports channel. It's not Exit 7. Mr.
And he had to get in here just off that take alone, right? Tell him.
He's been there the whole time. I just wanted to get it out because I knew I was going to stop and then do all this. I wanted to get it all out. So, yeah. But let me give you a proper got to make sure you appreciate Mr. Jose's in the building. Jose, how you doing? I'll be right back. You two gentlemen play nice.
Oh, you trying to avoid
it. What is he ducking from?
Deflection tactics.
Oh, man. What's going on, man?
Oh, man. JJ McCarthy in the NFC Championship, baby.
Oh, no. No, let's not do that too. Let's not do that too quickly. Now, come on, that's putting too much. I'm gonna tell you right now what I think, Cody. They make the playoffs. They probably do win the division, right? They probably do sneak that away because they have a really good team, a good scheme, offensively and defensively. It's a rookie quarterback. Right. I think first round exit
injury. Coming off an injury.
Coming off injury, yeah. First round exit is not bad, and you have no. And let's also put this into. The last 3 years, the Vikings have gone to the playoffs twice. They're 0-2.
Right.
There's nothing saying that they're going to be winning and going into the NFC Championship game. That's too much of a praise. I get the team has gotten a lot better, and this quarterback's probably an even ground as far as Sam Darnold, what he did last year. But I'm not going to say they're going to get a victory. It also depends. It's matchup dependent too.
Right, matchup.
So of course, remember, guys, this is a prediction, and I am predicting this because I think the matchups are going to fare into their favor. I can be wrong, but all of my arguments are out there. I don't think any of them are not sound. It's just JJ is the big question mark, and I understand that.
So what's your matchup? What place are you saying they're going to come out of? Are they going to get the first round bye?
Yes. Yeah. So remember,
first round bye.
Yeah, so okay. I think right when you came in, that's when I told Cody, I said, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be in the NFC Championship, but they're not going to be hosting. Boom. That's mainly the hot take. Not even just that they're in the conference championship, but they're going to be the number one NFC overall team. And I think that's going
they would definitely get eliminated by the Eagles if they met them early on in the playoffs. That's for sure.
Maybe.
No,
maybe not.
They've been owned by them for the last 10 years. No, they would definitely get.
Not with JJ McCarthy. Tell me I'm wrong.
So doesn't matter. It could be anybody at the helm. Case Keenum, Sam Darnold. It doesn't matter. Anyone.
So again, just remember, I am banking that this team that was already very good, the little flaws that it had got fixed. Injury can ruin all this. Don't get me wrong. I got it. But we can't predict injuries. And JJ McCarthy is the Kevin O'Connell who he wants. And when Kevin O'Connell gets the player he wants, I'm going to trust that we're probably going to get the best results possible. That's my case. I rest it. That's really it. I knew we were going to get hung up on Minnesota. Cody, also Jose.
Yo.
If you also have, the answers to the questions that I'm proposing, sure, by all means, I want you to engage with us as well. Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm here for the lightning round. I'm good.
All right. Cody, go ahead with your NFC championship.
Okay, for the NFC championship, definitely have the Eagles returning. The second team kind of gets rough, but I think it's probably the safest bet to take is probably going to be the Lions, or maybe Washington, but I kind of lean towards the Lions. So that's who I got. Eagles versus Lions. Did my sound cut off? Okay.
No, you're good. I got you loud and clear. Okay. Why the Lions? Knowing the coordinator situation, why do you believe Lions can still make it?
I don't have enough faith in the Minnesota. I don't have enough faith in Packers. I don't have enough faith in Jordan Love to do that. So I feel like the safest bet is still going to be the Lions. I mean, unless you think Washington will redo it, which will be kind of nuts.
No. It's out there. I have the Washington Commanders not even making the playoffs.
Okay, yeah,
I already have that on my video. They can go 9-8 or 10-7. I don't think they'll make it. I think that secondary, that defense is too old and too fragile to go far. So I don't have them making it. The only reason, again, the Lions, the main question mark is, what are these coordinators? Let's say they are Temu versions of the previous coordinator as well. The defensive coordinator wasn't exactly loved and praised by everybody. He's respected, but he's not one of the better ones. Aiden Hutchinson bailed out a lot of that, those defensive issues, and you saw how much that team collapsed defensive-wise, at least secondary, once he went out the picture. Ben Johnson's a great scheme artist, and this offense probably won't look the same. I think Jameson Williams is going to have a down year. I still have them going to the playoffs, but I don't have them as high as NFC Championship. I actually have them as a first-round exit.
I mean, that could be possible too, though. I'm not mad at that. There's a few teams that could flip around. It's going to be very matchup dependent, like you said, in the NFC.
Yeah.
What was your NFC, Cody? I'm sorry, brother.
I chose to go with Eagles versus Lions. It's going to be Eagles versus second place regardless.
Okay. Cody. Jose, if you want to engage with your AFC matchup and your NFC, do you have that? I think you have that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the great thing of doing a predicting all 285 games video, right? You're pretty much going with everything. So AFC matchup, if you have already done AFC, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. So AFC matchup, ladies and gentlemen, I do have of course, it'll be probably 8 years in a row, the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll be taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
That's safe.
So that's come on.
No, in a good way. No, not in a.
We just gotta give the respect to the guys that have been there, either hosting or playing in the championship game the last 7 years. That's a long time. So at minimum, that's as far as the Chiefs will go. And then on the NFC side, I don't have the Eagles coming to the NFC Championship game. If we're going by health and everything's all good, I have the LA Rams visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on, that's.
Hell no.
That's
oh yeah.
So you are, again, you prefaced it by saying health, which I get, but with coming into this season, the Matt Stafford stuff doesn't scare you, kind of bring you back a little bit.
Again, if he's able to stay healthy or all the epidurals that even Mike Parsons is gonna have to take, then I'm surely gonna be confident that this team can do stuff. There's a lot of ways. We got to understand. I'm not saying like Matthew Stafford's gonna have like a top 10 year, right? It's not where I'm going with. All I'm saying is they can get the ball out quick and they can do a scheme where you don't have to make it all about Matthew Stafford. So you can limit the hits and stuff like that. This O-line's not bad. It's a good O-line for the Rams, so they should be fine. They don't have the craziest matchups, I believe, where he is going to get hurt right away. And to be honest, he's been beat up so much in the last couple of years that he's been playing fragile, in my opinion, the last couple of years. So it doesn't change the thing. I think this team is strong enough. And they were like 1 or 2 plays away last year from going to the NFC Championship over the Eagles. So I'm just having this year that this time they'll beat them in a rematch.
Okay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, dude. Give me your argument. It's sound, I'll leave you alone. Go ahead.
I mean, look, I got the 2020 champs versus the 2021 champs, except this time different quarterback for the Tampa Bay.
No, we're not doing that's not an argument.
No, it's not an argument. No, look. this is a solid team. Tampa Bay is a solid team. Now they're getting healthier, they're getting younger, and that's all praise. Like, look, Cody didn't like it in the group chat. I got Baker Mayfield doing great things this year. I'm sorry, I just do.
But he could. I'm not opposed to that. I see what you're going.
But Cody is.
Yeah. I could see Baker from last year. Let's say he cleans some of it up and makes bigger, deep throw.
He cleans it up. This team, this offensive weapon's a lot healthier. They don't have to wait till week 18 for Mike Evans to get to 1,000 yards because he didn't miss 3 or 4 games like last year. They don't have to worry about Chris Godwin because Mecca Ibuka stepping up while Jalen McMillan is freaking on the IR and all that stuff. This team is going to do great. And people are solely underestimated because people are believing in Atlanta. They're believing in other teams in Green Bay, Epidural, Micah Parsons, all this stuff. Tampa Bay's been one of the main consistent teams the last couple of years. And guess what? The last 2 times they've seen the Eagles, they've beaten them. Now, obviously, asterisks last year, they didn't have their wide receiver, so I can give that respect for the Eagles. But at the same time, they the ones that eliminated the Eagles 2 years ago. So I believe that this Eagles team with the coaching staff, even if they got another OC 30 in a row, just like Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia Eagles, that doesn't bother me. I trust that this Bucs team can do wonders. So I'm going with them. NFC always changes. I can't go with the Eagles because it's never the same team. Never.
That I understood. I will push back, however, on your offense take. I got it. And I agree. I think, well, let me push back a little bit on offense. Let me ask a question. With Tristan Wirfs, if he's like in the first week, I don't know how long he's going to be out. Him not being there provides a deep hole on this offensive line. You agree?
Oh, of course. If he's out,
how do you think they scheme? When I say scheme around it, with the beauty that what's his name, the coach for the Jaguars,
Liam Cohen.
With Liam Cohen, what he not fixed, but what he did with Baker Mayfield was their screen game was top tier. So get the ball out quick, boom, make big plays, limit the turnovers for as much as possible that he can. Now, if that continues, cool. But like with Dave Canales, they didn't do that. So I'm not confident that will continue. What do you think this Tristan Wirfs not being there will do for this offense? You don't think it'll be an issue, or how do you think this gets fixed? Or
I mean, obviously, when you lose one of the best offensive linemen in the game, then yes, it's going to impact the team one way or another. But that was the same arguments when, like, Ryan Jensen and other stuff when Brady, Brady's last year and stuff like that. But they lost almost the entire. Wirfs was like the only one left. This unit has been solid together for like the last 3 years since that, Ryan Jensen was forced to retire and all that stuff. So I think that this unit will be fine. They can manage the 4 to 6 weeks that possibly Wirfs will probably have to be put in IR. So I'm not concerned there. I know Grizzard is his first year being an offensive coordinator. He's been a passing coordinator and all this stuff. It got a lot of questions, but I think this team is functional. No, this team will move just fine without any worse. They've had Dave Canales. They've had Liam Cohen. They're moving on again. There's just something about this team that's structured very well. And it's ever since Tom Brady, they've had a different identity in the building. They're not the same Tampa Bay Buccaneers they were the previous 20 years.
100%. I couldn't agree more with that take. Now, the pushback that I have on Tampa Bay making it to the NFC Championship, you could just tell me, refute it if you may. The defense. I understand Todd Bowles stopping the run. That's his thing. Making young quarterbacks' life just hell. That's a thing. That's his thing. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, passing defense-wise, the last couple of years has been bad, and I don't see it getting any better. Jamal Dean, we understand, is competent. We know Winfield just had an off year. I'm not going to hold that against him. He was dealing with injuries and all that kind of stuff, so I think Winfield will be fine. The other safety, I'm not that confident in. And all the other corners, like Zion McCollum, sure, he's a speedster, but it seems like he can't cover. That's why I like your take on the Baker MVP, because I think he's going to have to do a lot as far as just yardage and volume, and he's going to have a good win percentage, especially he's going to win the division, right? So that can give you a MVP. However, them making it all the way to the NFC Championship, I do have pushback because that passing defense is not good. The pass rush is not good. I don't see that how they got better.
Well, I mean, I do think that after all the drama last year, and this is what I'm betting on, that Hassan Reddick actually comes out balling out like he did when he was in Philadelphia. Right? Obviously, all the last year drama with New York Jets, it's the Jets, it's drama. They don't. Right. The owner is crazy. He doesn't know this stuff. I think this year, the linebacking core, the front seven is going to clean up more of the issues that will protect more or less the secondary. The secondary will always be a weakness. That's just a given. That's sadly true. But when you got Vita Vea and I got Hassan Reddick and I got Levante David, I know he's a little older and he's more veteran experience, so that's what I'm going with. And Yaya Dabi. I'm trusting that this front seven is going to be more of the reason why they're able to hang around. You got to also remember one of the big key differences, like we already mentioned earlier, when they lost Evans and Godwin, they had to rely more on Baker, and this defense was still doing their job as far as trying to hold up. And it was obviously not perfect. No, none of it was. But they stayed strong enough to be able to win some games and stay afloat and to still go on to win the division. If everyone gets healthy, if everyone comes back fine, the second half run of the season is honestly cinched for them. And you got to remember, this team is probably structured a lot more better than a lot of other teams in the NFC. So I like it more. I mean, in the division, we still have questions about Atlanta. Atlanta's always going to be like, oh, man, is this their year? Is this their year? Is this year? It's never their year. I still have questions. Like, I get it. Michael Penix, Bijan, Drake London, all that's going to be all the questions. But we'll see. Tampa Bay, it's still the division to run until someone knocks them off the pedestal.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to hear the argument. And, okay, we'll see. That would be a matchup. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just I have mixed feelings about Matt Stafford and Tampa Bay. I really don't like their passing defense. And I don't like how they don't do anything about it. They're really upset. It kind of grinds my gears a little bit.
But and here's the thing too, like I said earlier, like until we have a consistency like the Chiefs in the AFC, I have no reason to believe there's consistency in the NFC. That's why it's tough to like. That's why like Eagles, like I can't have them repeat it. I can't have them repeating the division, but the championship, no, it's just that's a lot tougher to really like cinch in on. Like they have a brutal schedule, and by the time they're gonna be worn out by the time they make the playoffs. So their schedule is tough.
That's why with Philly in the playoffs, I do have them making the championship game, but the reason, like even if they play certain teams, they could lose is because of that fact. I think that their schedule, they're going to win a lot of games, but they are going to be getting beat up. And if a couple linemen go out, if Saquon's not 100%, that's when some of these teams, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Rams, a lot of these other teams, in my opinion, that they could capitalize depending on health. Health is going to be the main benefactor of teams making it to a championship game, of course, in talent. But okay, that's done. Super Bowl time. Super Bowl picks. I'll go first. Cody, if you're there, I'll give it to Jose if you're not here. But yeah, let's go. Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I have a disgusting Super Bowl. You ready? Just remember,
I'm really not ready for this. Actually, I'm not.
No, come on, man, come on.
Your AFC Championship game last year was disgusting, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I'm glad you remember. I was gonna say, anybody that takes me too serious, or anybody that takes all this too serious as far as predictions, just remember, I can make an argument, I could do all this, but I did have the Jets and the Browns in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You already told the people the Colts are winning the division this year.
Everybody knows that. Yeah, but yeah, that is my take. And finally, I don't think the more I like sit on it, again, unless Houston's offensive line, we're just missing something, I totally can see it.
Leader,
but we'll see. Anyways, let's not talk about the AFC South right now. Super Bowl. So I had, obviously, there's 4 teams that are available that can be in this Super Bowl. I'm going to tell y'all who I was leaning towards, but I just can't say it. Jose, you'll understand why I can't say it. I was going to make this whole spill. It was going to sound beautiful. You're going to be able to clip it. And if I'm right, I'm a genius. I'm going to be famous. All of these things. This year, this is what I was going to do. This is not the truth right now. Okay, fellas? This year, we're going to have a first-time Super Bowl winner. 2 teams that have not won the Super Bowl, that's been there multiple times. Exactly. I was going to lean towards the Bills and the Vikings in the Super Bowl, but I couldn't see the Vikings winning, and I could not get myself, as a Patriot fan, to say the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. So I said, scratch that. I'm going to play it more safe. I do have the Vikings upsetting the Philadelphia Eagles, making it to the Super Bowl. First year under J.J. McCarthy. Yep, that's the big hot take for me. And I have the Baltimore Ravens beating the Buffalo Bills, and then them being in the playoffs. In the Super Bowl. And the Minnesota Vikings playing the Baltimore Ravens. The Super Bowl champion of this upcoming year will be Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
So I'm not mad at the winner.
Right. Just how it all ended up.
But this whole all-purple Super Bowl is no. We're not having that.
Man, missed opportunity.
I don't care if that's Taylor Swift's color or whatever. I know she's gonna be the halftime show. I know it.
All purple Super Bowl. That's gonna be okay. Got it. I'm gonna make.
When's the last time a rookie quarterback, top 5, top 10 pick, led to Super Bowl rookie year?
I think Big Ben, maybe.
No, and no rookie's ever gone to the Super Bowl. Official rookie.
Second year.
Started. Yeah, I don't think that's happened, right?
But second year, like this is JJ's second. It was like Big Ben was one of the latest ones. Yeah,
and with
Brock Purdy too. Brock Purdy,
technically, yeah. So with both of them, what did they have? A high-powered defense and a great offensive mind. Well, great defensive mind when it comes to Pittsburgh. I don't know who the heck.
You know what they had too? They didn't have a torn meniscus.
That's also that's probably true. Yes, they didn't have it the year prior. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Did the Steelers have a top 10 running back at that time? Right, they did, right?
I believe so. Wait,
that's what matters too. Because if you feel like Aaron Jones is top 10, then cool, you're right. You can do it. But if you don't feel like that, then no.
I think their running attack will just be top 10. Not Aaron Jones. Bringing over Jordan Mason.
I'm surprised with all your Brock Purdy loving that you didn't go with the Niners on this.
So with Brock Purdy, I think Brock Purdy's going to eat, and I think he's going to shut all you up. But off of Brock Purdy, that was brutal. With San Francisco, I do have them, of course, I have I don't even think it's an upset right now, winning the division. I have them being one of the most improved teams. But in the playoffs, like I said, if they play the Rams and Matt Stafford's healthy in the playoffs, they could be a divisional winner. I don't care. They're probably going to lose that game. They're not deep enough. They're banking on the young talent, which I understand what they're doing. Robert Saleh, he's a great defensive mind, but that only lasts so long. When you hit somebody and Jared Verse is right there, and Pooney looked good all year, and then they're just Kobe Turner and Jared Verse are attacking the side, and it looks bad in the playoffs. I could totally see that happen. You know what I mean? So I would love for Brock Purdy to go back to the Super Bowl, but I just think they're about a year off if they make the right decisions this next offseason. But they're just too young and not deep enough, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Cody, tell me your Super Bowl matchup and the winner, please.
My Super Bowl matchup will be the Eagles versus the Ravens. A Bird Bowl. And I will have the Ravens winning.
This is okay. Okay.
I already know where Jose's going. This is not fun. Go ahead.
Y'all already know. Again, if you've seen my video, you already know where I'm going.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
And I have the Baltimore Ravens representing the AFC and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers representing the NFC. And I have, surprisingly, the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl.
We all got the Ravens.
That's crazy. That means it's not going to happen. So.
I take it back. Vikings. First time for every. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna hang my hat on it. I'm not gonna hang my hat on it. No, I'm not gonna.
You know what? Pick the Bills because they will never win a Super Bowl, and so they go 0-5.
Yeah, nah, I can't. I can't say it. I can't say Bills are gonna win this. I can't do it, man.
Do it for that team.
But
do it for that team.
They win, and I'm the Patriot fan that
they ain't gonna win a Super Bowl. Nope, they wouldn't win. I'm sorry. Like that Buffalo Bill team, I don't think is good enough to beat a top NFC team in a country situation. I don't.
I'm not going to lie to you. If Buffalo played either team that you have, I think Buffalo beats both of them. Tampa and the Rams. Yes, I do, dude. The Rams, don't get me wrong. If Stafford's healthy, I take it back. But
we see this year. There's a game. There's Tampa versus Buffalo. I got
okay,
Tampa.
We'll see Sunday. If Matthew Stafford is going to look like he's going to be good to play all season.
Sunday's not going to be enough because by the time it starts getting cold, that's when you have.
That's when we're going to see.
Well, no, but you're going to see like how bad his injury is,
the movements and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, be a run-heavy team.
All of us agree on the winner of the Super Bowl. We're all high on Baltimore Ravens.
Look, if I don't know if y'all have talked about it enough, this team is structured to beat the Chiefs this year. Yeah, that's what this team has been structured.
Perfectly. Yeah.
That's like honest and respectfully, that's what every team should be going for. The Ravens are structured, like top to bottom. Their wide receiver, depth is finally okay. We got something. Okay, we got the fast Zay Flowers, but we got the veteran expertise of DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, cool. Maybe Mark Andrews doesn't drop the ball this time around. Maybe we got some healthy running backs with not just Derrick Henry, but we got freaking Mitchell out there as well, Mitchell. And Gus.
Healthy now, yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, and the defense, obviously, with what everything fell for them in the draft,
stupid.
They should be primed to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
100%.
Now,
but I think Bills and Ravens play each other, and Texans beat the Chiefs. I think the Texans
talk to me. Talk to me about that one. I need to hear more about that one.
Because the
playoffs,
Ravens going to be first seed. Okay. I think the Chiefs are going to be second seed. So they're not going to play each other. And the Bills are going to play the Ravens, and the Texans going to play the Chiefs in divisional round. So the Ravens and Bills won't get to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, 3 straight years, the same 4 teams advance to the second round. It's crazy.
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
I mean, that's how I seen it when I made I looked at all the records and stuff. Because the Ravens going to fucking have a great record this year.
I'm surprised that you didn't see any wild card teams. I'm talking about 5th or 7th seed coming out and getting the upsets.
Not in AFC, no. Okay. Maybe in NFC.
Yeah,
Cody, did you say who your wild card teams are?
No.
And no, I'd have to look at my paper and shit.
Okay. Because I know I got Denver, New England, and Cincinnati as mine. So at least 2 of them can make an upset. Not New England. I can say that right now out loud. That New England will not make an upset.
If we make it, we'll just be happy to be there. Yeah. Right.
I think Denver could win a wild card game, maybe.
Just depending on matchup. They have the team to do it, but if they, play a powerhouse in Baltimore, they might not get beat up as bad as they did against Buffalo last year. But
like in my video, if Denver gets Houston in the first round, I think that's the best case scenario for them to advance, into the playoffs. They get anyone else, I doubt it.
Yeah.
It's just
if Cincy gets Buffalo, I think Cincy upsets Buffalo.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah, Josh Allen will be trying to outthrow him.
Yeah, because I mean, if you've seen the last few matchups between Cincy and Buffalo, Cincy's cooked them, and I'm talking about including the Damar Hamlin game too.
Right,
They were cooking them before that. So
Josh Allen always tries to outthrow him, bro. He tries to think it's like a passing battle, but Josh Allen, just play your game, bro. You'll win.
Yeah, we saw a few years ago when they played each other after the Damar Hamlin situation against Cincy, where the Stephon Diggs breakdown happened. They were destroyed by Cincinnati. So I do think Cincinnati favors well against them. I think the only team Cincy doesn't favor well in the AFC would be Baltimore. Yeah. That's because it's a division rival. Everyone else, I think Cincy can take on. Maybe not Denver.
Matchup wise, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, matchup wise, the pass rush fucks them up.
That's all it is. If you have a good pass rush and a good secondary, Cincy's you can neutralize it a bit.
I hope Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart show something, because this will be the only year they play together. This is their only. This will be Cincy's last real chance at a title this year. Respectfully.
Yeah. When we get into our award ceremony, you'll see where I'm leaning on Cincy. Y'all know I love Joe Burrow, dude. I think he's one of the. I know you can't put him in the top 3, but when you watch quarterbacks, I don't see.
Yes, you can. You can put him top 3.
Like if you put a list, it depends on what's your criteria and how are you prefacing it by. If we go off of wins, obviously he can't be in it. If we go off of statistical and hardware, you can't put him in there. Watching it, I don't see if anybody's being objective in watching how this guy plays quarterback.
They used to criticize me, Jose, on the eye test, and you just got to watch.
That's why I said I don't have an argument.
I love to use it now, bro. It's crazy.
I'm not using it. I'm saying I can't put him there because that's my only argument.
No, the only eye test I hate, Cody, is the one where like someone we know, a professor we know, says, I see things in the future. Watch what's going to happen 3 years from now. They're going to fall apart. Watch. That's where I'm like, that's not an eye test. That's just a weird prediction for you. But
yeah,
I'm watching.
All right. Super Bowl is done. Baltimore is going to win. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens, Super Bowl champions. The Super Bowl MVP is Lamar Jackson. Give it up.
Without a doubt.
Give it up. Okay. Well,
Derrick Henry.
Say it again.
Or Derrick Henry.
I'm not mad at either.
I'm not mad at either. I can see both too. Yeah. If they're smart, Derrick Henry will be it, right? If they like, we ran it 30 times.
Bro, dude, if Lamar were to win a Super Bowl but not the MVP, they're gonna have questions about him like they have about Steph Curry early on. They're like, I don't know. He was a Super Bowl MVP.
MVP is a little different from Finals MVP.
100% agree.
Finals MVP, you have 7 fucking games to make.
But all these drama-filled people are going to look for an excuse to bring down Lamar somehow, some way.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that's what they're going to go with. They're going to go. They're going to look for a new narrative, bro.
They're like, oh, he finally did what everybody said he couldn't do. One, beat the Chiefs if he has to beat the Chiefs if that happens, or just win the Super Bowl.
Like last year, had Saquon not been stuffed and then Jalen Hurts, didn't put up the performance that he did and he didn't win MVP, then we have more criteria to put Jalen Hurts down 100%. Rather than lift him up. So it was probably a good thing that Saquon didn't do well and Jalen Hurts went off and he won the MVP. Now he gets to be a little more lifted, a little more, not a lot.
A little more, just because it's like, well, they asked me to do things, I do it. And he could go with that narrative now. So anyway,
took away my run game.
Let's go ahead and go into our award ceremony where we are going to predict who is going to be the award winners of this upcoming year. Now, I'll start us all off. We'll go MVP. And do you want to start off? I think we should start off with the media.
We'll start out protector and then go, coach.
Okay.
Come back
okay.
And
I got you. Okay. Protector of the year. Again, videos in our archive. So if you haven't watched it, it literally says Protector of the Year award. Watch it for context. My Protector of the Year is going to be Lane Johnson. I do have a slight, I put it on here, but I just don't think this team is going to be good enough, and I think they're gonna first year of the award, they're gonna pick a tackle. Sorry, they're gonna pick a tackle, even if that's not true. Creed Humphrey could be the best, but they're gonna pick a tackle for the first year. And also, I think they're gonna pick a team that the offense and or the team is successful. So I think that's what they're gonna do with this first year of the award. That's why I picked Lane Johnson. My alternate was Joe Alt. Joe Alt having to move to left tackle can have a stupendous year, but I don't think the Chargers are going to be that great, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. So,
did he play left tackle at all in college?
Yeah, in college, that was his position.
Okay, so
that's the thing.
Okay.
He's going to seamlessly look good, in my opinion.
Right,
but, for NFL, he was a right tackle. Oh, Slater got hurt, moved to left tackle, have even a better year. That will be, award worthy, but I got Lane Johnson. Team's going to be good. He's always good. He might allow no sacks again. So Lane Johnson for me. Cody and Jose.
So I wrote down this name. It's called I Don't Fucking Know Who's going to be the protector of the year. This was the one that I could not call. Like, dude, this is a hard fucking award to call. I mean, what are you going to predict? This guy has 0 sacks allowed? Like, come on,
It's a lot of that. It's going to be that, pressures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Lane
I think it's
Johnson.
more nerdy.
That's a good selection. I know it won't be Laramie Tunsil, though.
That's good. All right. Fair enough. What if he gets it? That would be utterly hilarious.
I'll be
if he's the first ever. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'd be so bad.
That would actually, that would probably piss you off. Go ahead, Jose. What you got?
All right. So my guy, protected the year. It's changed from whenever we did the episode.
Okay.
Primarily because of all the changes to the O-line. That's right. I got Penei Sewell from the Detroit Lions to come out to win Protected the Year because now he's going to be asked to do a lot more to step up for all the missing pieces that they let go in Detroit. So
for sure.
I think Penei Sewell's the guy. Give him Protected the Year award.
All right. Right on. And to that point, to further it, the right guard, I believe, is moving a different position. And of course, the center is, it's not the center that they planned on. So that right side, middle side is going to be a weakness. And Sewell's going to have to do a lot for that side. So I can see it. Okay. Coach of the year. This is based on, coach of the year can go a lot of different ways. A lot of times it can be from a team that sucked to now they're good, or it can go a lot of different ways. But the team has to typically be good.
Let me go first on this one.
Come on.
All right. So the coach of the year this year will be Mike Vrabel. Y'all are going to like that. Yeah. Y'all know it's going to be true.
Hold on.
It's going to be true, though. The turnaround, at least on the play, while it may not turn around super lot and wins, the play of how the Patriots are going to play turn around a lot. And I think he's going to win Coach of the Year.
I think he wins it only if we get the playoffs. So do you have them go
to
the playoffs?
I don't think you have to get to playoffs. I think if you at least get 7-8 wins minimum, I mean.
Okay, minimum. I like
it. I think it's got to be a positive record.
Yeah, it has to be 9 wins, 10 wins, and let's say AFC is just too hot and we miss the playoffs. Then sure, I can see that. But we would have to win a positive record because
got to be 9-8 at minimum.
Yeah. That's the only way that that'll work. Okay, so real quick before we get into ours. We got another special guest, Chi-Town from the Pudo Pinche Sports, Mr. Alex De La Cruz. How you doing, brother?
Good. A little tired. Kids wore me out today.
All right. Well, thanks for gracing us with your presence.
Can you at least explain so you don't creep out people why were you with kids today?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Let's do that.
I'm coaching kids youth football.
There we go. All right. No crazy business over here. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys keep that to your disgusting minds, right?
You be making them mad. They walk off like, fuck that coach.
I'm actually the
he's the fun coach.
Yeah, I'm the coach that will consult you after we have mean cop, bad cop, or good cop, bad cop on.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Counselor.
I'm the one that they come to. I'm the chill coach We have a coach. It's a disciplinary. He wasn't there today, so I had them all running today.
Yeah, they said exactly what you said, Cody. After that, okay, yeah, that is cool. You know what? It's not coach. All right, my coach of the year prediction, Cody. If not Cody, Chi-Town. If you heard what Cody already said, he has Mike Vrabel as being coach of the year. I can see it, especially if we do as good as I'm projecting or Jose is projecting. My coach of the year is going to be. It could be Mike Vrabel. That would really make me happy. But I think it's going to be a guy that wins more games, which is going to be Ben Johnson, the Chicago Bears. I think turning that team around, let's say I think Caleb's going to have a 4,000-yard passing year to break that little spell that y'all have had forever, at least for one quarterback. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Again, this is projecting the win total that I have for the Chicago Bears, of course. If you think the Bears are going to suck, guess what? I get why you don't think it's Ben Johnson. I don't think the Bears are going to suck. I think they're actually going to do better than what most people think. So Ben Johnson is going to be my coach of the year. Go ahead, Jose.
All right. So I have to agree. My pick is Ben Johnson. It really, I think this honestly, because of situationals, I think Mike Vrabel and Ben Johnson are the best picks you can make, right? Because a lot of these other coaches, they've already won divisions, they've already gone to the playoffs, etc. We're talking about two teams that have been struggling for hot minute for the Patriots, a long time for the Bears. Like they've been struggling to get to the playoffs, so they're the two favorites, and I think Ben Johnson will be more successful this year as far as like the turnaround than the Patriots will be.
Cool. Chi-Town, you heard our predictions.
But y'all criticize me for the Vrabel saying y'all have to make the playoffs for him to win. The Bears, though, are going to end up now especially with the Michael Parsons thing, are going to end up probably last in division. So how are they going to make the playoffs?
Well, if you go from 5 wins to 10 wins, which is what I'm predicting, I think that's a turnaround. And especially if we know what the Bears have been for like the longest time since Matt Nagy's coach of the year situation, then this is a big turnaround for them. I don't think it's a big turnaround the same as for the Patriots. Yes, the Patriots have only had 4 wins the last 2 years, but I think this is a more impactful situation for the Bears. The Bears are more criticized. They're more buried by media and by the public. So I think this is more for, turnaround for them.
If the Bears win 19 games, don't make playoffs, you would still think he should win Coach of the Year?
It's his first year coaching, too. It's his first year head coach.
No, I understand that.
It was second job. So, like, that thing that would be big, especially after everything that we've had going on with the Bears systematically criticized for every little thing that they've done the last, what is it now, 40 years? So, like, yes, like, I think that's huge, like, for them to at least get this much. I think when Matt Nagy won Coach of the Year, I think they only had like 10, 11 wins.
Yeah, I think 10.
When I looked it up, multiple coaches have won Coach of the Year with losing records.
Oh, they have?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even what's his name for the Cowboys, Johnson. He won Coach of the Year one time with 7-9.
Well, what about like the last 20 years?
Yeah, what about recent times?
I'm not sure the last
I think it's only been like 1 or 2 and it was early on.
So mine's none of those guys that you named, none of those coaches. Mine's Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn?
Here's why, because the AFC as far as just the 3 top teams, it's pretty weak. The bottom 4 to 7, 4 to 8 range.
I disagree, but go ahead.
And I think they could sneak in to get the 7th seed, because right the 7th seed. Who do you? I know you guys have the Patriots, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're confident after the news of Elijah Vera Tucker going down for the season?
That's crazy, by the way.
I'm confident that I mean, I feel like they're a better football team right now than the Patriots.
Okay, now let's
no. Okay, I'm pulling out the full portal. Fuck no.
No. Okay, no. wait a minute.
Fuck
wait a
no.
minute. I'll say let's break it down. See, you're gonna go off. I'll break it down. Okay. Chi-Town, entertain me here. Quarterback, Justin Fields, Drake May.
I'll take Justin.
Oh, why? No,
yes. Let's go.
But so because of
right now, yes, with Aaron Glenn, yes, I'll take Justin Fields with
because
with
of
Aaron
rushing
Glenn
ability, though, right?
Not yes, because when Aaron Glenn was a DC in Detroit, the one thing that always gave him fits and the one thing that he loved whenever Justin left was like, it's a good thing we're not gonna be able to. We don't have to deal with him anymore.
Okay,
I think him and Justin will do well because Aaron Glenn's not gonna take away the ability of him using his legs. I think that's a perfect. Even though he's a DC, he is the head coach. He is gonna have input on what the team runs.
Okay, and
so
defensively, did they get better than last year, or they got worse?
I wouldn't say worse, but I feel like they didn't do much.
Right, but they didn't do much, and they lost their second best corner. Oh, you wouldn't choose Brandon Stevens he's not a coverage corner, and that's what you need as a corner over DJ Reed. So now you only have one corner. Your safety room's still a mess. Your linebacking core, I like Williams and Sherwood. They could be good. Your defensive front, you're banking on what? You know, they don't their defensive front hasn't played well in the last 2-3 years.
Hold on, guys, wait.
Dang it.
Jasmine text real quick.
No.
All right. Well, I disagree with Chi-Town. Good way, but yeah, I completely disagree. I don't think Aaron Glenn won when he was a defensive coordinator in Detroit. He was decent at stopping the run. He never had a top 20, forget top 10, forget top 5 passing defense ever. So I think maybe once actually. So forgive me on that one. But
and just to let you know, Jose, the last one that had losing record was Jimmy Johnson that won it. The person that had the worst record since that has been Brian Daboll in 2022, 9-7.
Right, they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean that's a miracle, right? You got Daniel Jones to win a playoff game and make the playoffs. That's a miracle. That deserves coach of the year.
And it was the same roster. It wasn't like it was a different coach that came in there and changed.
That was when Saquon was still around. Look what happens when you get rid of Saquon. You give the other team a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right. Well, coach of the year, Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, and Mike Vrabel. Aaron Glenn's a hot take. So, Chi-Town, if you get it right, hey, man, I'm all about giving praise, you know. So
that whole line's got worse with Elijah Vera Tucker going out for the season. No,
that is news that I don't think you can just brush off.
You can't breeze by that. Like, respect.
Their offensive line finally looked like it was getting pieced together, right? And then you lose arguably your top 2 of your offensive line again. So
we still don't even know what the running back game is going to be. Justin Fields all preseason long has been a horrible thrower.
Yes.
So like it's not going to get any better when he's throwing hospital balls to Garrett Wilson, these players aren't going to stop. They're going to knock him out. So I don't trust what's going to happen with this Jets offense at all.
And a lot of people will say, and it's true, preseason doesn't really matter. And I agree. But when it comes to like a Justin Fields, preseason does matter, because if we see the same kind of play, the same inaccuracy that we've seen in Chicago and Pittsburgh, well, then that's a problem. You know what I mean? Even though it's preseason, it's still the same problem. We still don't see any progression. Now, if they, will make the playoffs, they'll win the wild card, yeah, all right, go for it. But I just don't. Defensively, Aaron Glenn never had he's had a good run-stopping defense. He's never had a good passing defense. He's never been a top defense in the league ever as a defensive coordinator.
I wonder how long it'll take Aaron Glenn to get too hot-headed to where he wants to put in Tyrod Taylor.
That'll be rough.
I think that he's the type of coach that will, like, if he doesn't see something good by week 3 or 4, like he doesn't see consistency that he wants to see, I see Tyrod Taylor taking the helm.
The Mike Tomlin effect.
Hey, it might be like freaking Bryce Young with freaking Andy Dalton last year. Well, hopefully this time, the backup. Hopefully the backup quarterback doesn't get into a car accident and force be one to come back in.
All right, let's move away and go to comeback player of the year. My comeback player of the year is going to be, I think it's obvious. If he's not offensive player of the year, it's going to be Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion. C-Mac. Going to be comeback player of the year. If he plays more than 10 games, it is a for sure fact, statistical fact, that he makes the offense a million times better. Let's just say that. All right. So I got C-Mac being comeback player of the year.
There's a lot of options out there.
I told you.
Okay. I didn't hear you.
I was going to say, there's a lot of options this year.
100%. Yeah. So put DeMar Hamlin out there again. Go ahead.
I kind of got a more recent change to mine. Okay. I kind of think this award is kind of real gimmicky anyways. It's more about the story than it is about anything else. You know what I mean? So I think who's going to have a better story than C-Mac's comeback story due to Joe Mixon being out will be Nick Chubb, I think. I think Nick Chubb will have a little better story, be able to start a good 6 weeks, get some yards up, and low-key kind of creep back. Oh, Nick Chubb, if he ends up with 700 yards, maybe 600, 700 yards running in the backfield, because Joe Mixon will come back, then I think that would be a good story for him, and he might win something like that.
That's where you lost me. I like the beginning. If
Nick he doesn't need 1,200 yards though.
No. So forget the yards. He has to be the starter. If Joe Mixon comes back and they just put Joe Mixon, no, he's not gonna. If C-Mac plays 15 or more games, that's not gonna happen. I get you.
He's not gonna be the starter whole season.
Well, I don't think that he's gonna.
If he's starter half the season, that don't count enough.
I don't know. Not for the whole, unless C-Mac gets hurt too. Sure.
And it's going to become more of like a 1-2. They're going to ease Mixon back in kind of thing,
I could see that. If what happens, if it all transpires like this, Nick Chubb actually starts dealing and being a good running back again and showing glimpses of what he was. And then Joe Mixon as week 15, 16, 17, 18, he starts getting more touches. And then playoffs, he's the number one running back. Then I can see it. But with just 700 yards, 600, nah, I don't think so.
No, I was saying
the first part of your story, 100%. I like it actually.
Well, I mean, it could also we can also understand this is more, like y'all said, this is more story based.
100%.
So if in that time, because we know how critical we are going to be, the media has already been about the Texas O-line.
Right.
That if Nick Chubb is able to lead into more victories for the Texans, that's where he has more of a case than CMC, because we already know what CMC can do.
Right.
For my pick, though, it's not a running back. It's not an offensive player. It's a dude who snapped his leg in Dallas last year. It's Aiden Hutchinson.
That's good.
We're talking about like a difference maker for the defense, and he shouldn't be 100% this year. Respectfully, he shouldn't. But if he's able to be at least 90% of what he is, or 85%, that's still a huge impact. That's going to be very beneficial for that whole defense, especially that secondary, which I think is very weak this year.
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think they're weak, but okay.
Right. I mean, okay, so it's not like top 10. It's middle of the pack.
Gotcha. It has upside. I like DJ Reed going over there to help if Terrion Arnold, unless Terrion Arnold just sucks.
I don't think Terrion Arnold's going to be good.
Okay, that's why. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Chi-Town. So as far as comeback player of the year, I got C-Mac, Cody got Nick Chubb, Jose has Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh yeah.
Where are you leaning?
I think C-Mac is probably the favorable pick. With Nick Chubb, I think it has more. Won't be most necessarily because of him. I mean, the offensive line right now is kind of really struggling to find like pieces here and there, and it's more of a question mark. But Nick Chubb would be a great story with him coming back, and so would Aiden Hutchinson. Just that I think Aiden Hutchinson will probably have to have like a 16, 17 sack season to really have that comeback player of the year. I think for C-Mac, I think C-Mac's will probably be like 15 to 12 range, and I think that's more what he could do. It'll be easier for him to do that because we know what he does. So yeah, I would have to pick C-Mac, and he's getting what are those things called? Those injections now, stem cells.
C-Mac, yeah.
He's getting stem cells now.
Great.
So yeah, I'm hearing a lot of good things. Yeah, I'm kind of going.
Cells,
I'm trying to get that stuff too.
And John Jones needles.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
He was cleared of all charges, guys.
He was cleared. Right. All right, real quick. My bad, Brandon, if you are there. I didn't see your freaking comment. Sorry. Will Ben Johnson be having Rome Odunze throwing interceptions when it matters? I hope not. It's pretty funny. Taylor Swift, Coach of the Year. What if she's a nominee? Jets are easily more cursed than the Patriots. 100%. Jets absolutely suck. We at least have a heyday. You know what I mean? And we got Mike Vrabel. So
just to throw out there right now, the odds on comeback player of the year, Aiden Hutchinson's 1, Dak Prescott's 2, CMC's 3, Trevor Lawrence is 4, and JJ McCarthy is 5. How is he comeback player of the year if he hasn't even played?
That's an injury. I know. That makes again, it's all a narrative stupid thing, dude. Yeah.
Next up 6, by the way.
Up there. Trevor Lawrence was gone, half the season? Yeah. 6 games.
Man, it's weird how I wish they had just a description. You know, like what are they following? I don't think they follow anything. They kind of just make things up. All right. Well, comeback player
Dell if he comes back.
Well, even if he walks on the field with a uniform, I'll put my vote in if I had a vote.
He comes back for week 18. They're going to be playing There Goes My Hero.
If he runs a route, he got it. All right? He runs a route. He got it, dude.
Tank Dell is plus 8,000 for comeback player of the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, don't do it, guys. But
do
it. Put it down. $10. Do it. All right. Rookies. Defensive rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Fellas, I'm not going to lie to you. Cody, I told you off air. Mine's boring. So apologies. Because I understand both of these guys are most likely the favorites. That's the only thing I could really see as far as winning the actual award. So defensive rookie of the year for me is going to be Abdul Carter of the Giants. Yeah. I really try to be nice, spicy with it. I could come up with an argument, but I don't really believe it. So Abdul Carter for me.
Yeah, mine's the same. I just wrote Giants D-line guy.
Okay.
I forgot his name.
That's all right. That's all right. Go ahead.
He's looking at the favorites.
I'm looking at the names up here for sure, and I like Abdul Carter's like such a heavy favorite. It's like funny, bro. Yeah. He's plus 225.
Who's
the next
number
best,
2?
Jalen Walker at plus 900.
That's
Jalen Walker's been struggling.
I don't think he's gonna be the guy like that. That doesn't like he's. I like Mike Green a lot better, but I mean they're not going to give it to a safety or a corner. They're going to give it to the pass rush guys.
I was going to say my second option, my hot topic option was going to be Will Johnson, the corner for Arizona, because I think he's going to start. So, but I agree. I just don't see them giving it to a corner. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So, Mikael Williams. Just to be
man, the thing with Mikael is he's never.
It's Abdul Carter's award. Just give it to him. Right. But I mean, like
Mikael, like they. I know what they're doing. What it seems like they're doing. He's been known to be good at stopping the run. Robert Saleh added infusion. It's gonna help solidify stopping the run. But he's not known as a pass rusher. And like you said, but also. Maybe he gets a lot of pressures. Jared Verse won it, and he only had 4.5 sacks, I think. So,
I mean, look, if we're going story narrative driven, this is going to be Travis Hunter versus Abdul Carter all year long. That's going to be the story. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not saying Travis Hunter is the guy who I'm picking. I'm saying story driven.
Yeah,
it'll
be.
So I'm going to have to pick Will Johnson because he.
All right.
And the thing is, his numbers are not going to be good, and I think nobody's going to give him credit. Because I feel like he is going to be a shutdown corner. Nobody's going to throw it to his side.
Okay.
But I could be completely wrong. Everybody's going to be attacking it because he's a rookie. But I really think he's that good. I mean, he's been really good in college, and for him to fall, I understand he was hurt, and that made his draft stock fall. He should have came out a year earlier, and that kind of hurt him. But I mean, he's been locking down Marvin, and Marvin's been a good route runner since his Ohio State days, and I think that would be mine. And I think another one would be that Stewart guy from Cincy. I think him playing opposite of
Trey Henderson.
Trey Henderson would probably give him some one-on-ones on his side. And even though that team probably will still let 40 on them a game, I think him being on the opposite side of the line will probably help out a lot.
Okay. I could also see if it is a corner that's not Will Johnson, it could be Barron from Denver. Let's say Riley Moss just isn't cutting it or he gets hurt or whatever, and they start attacking the wrong guy and he starts getting picks. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's out.
I think Riley might actually slide into that slot corner.
Okay. We'll see. All right. Defensive Rookie of the Year is done. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
We can skip that one. Yeah, we all got the same.
We all have the same guy, Ashton Jeanty. Come on, if y'all want to be slick, go for it. But I don't see an argument for anybody else. Cam Ward has to
McCarthy, right? They won't. They can't give it to McCarthy.
No.
They won't.
I wish they could.
They shouldn't. No.
The NBA does that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. They shouldn't.
I think Blake Griffin got it, and I think
Ben Simmons did it too.
Ben Simmons.
Did Joel do it too, right?
Joel did it too. Yep.
He was 3 years.
Well, the dude named Jahlil Okafor, he did that shit too.
That's crazy.
Look at the Sixers with all them Rookie of the Year awards, and none of them are panned out.
That's trash.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad, actually. But anybody got anybody other than Ashton Jeanty?
Your best bet's probably Cam Ward. Like, if he can get them to at least 6 or 7 wins, that's probably your next best bet. But I think, like we've already established, we've already talked about it, the Raiders are already talking about they're going to give Ashton Jeanty every fucking run play, basically.
And it's going to help. Geno Smith is going to be a deep ball threat.
This is probably my pick would probably be this is for all the Texas fans. I'll say Quentin Ewers.
All right. You're in timeout, dude. Better stop it. Okay. Well, offensive rookie of the year, I thought that was lame anyway. I think it's an easy.
Well, this is not Shedeur Sanders.
Stop it. Now, I will say, over under, Shedeur Sanders plays 3 games. I say over.
Over.
Under.
Under. I'd say under.
Okay. I think he is, dude. I think Joe Flacco's going to probably play maybe 10. Something's going to happen.
They're going to play Dylan Gabriel before they play.
No, I agree with that too. But I think Dylan Gabriel's going to play his way to the bench as well.
And then they're gonna put all the backups for Shedeur and put all the back.
They're not gonna do that.
Okay. I hate that was so stupid. I hated that.
Well, I hated the argument too because it's like, yes, he's the third string, so he's gonna.
Yes, I was gonna say that. I was like, okay, look at Quentin Ewers. Look at the guys he was playing with. Okay,
gosh, man,
it's a stupid argument.
You think Dak won the job over Tony Romo because he was playing with the first stringers? No,
that's how it works. Everybody, I guess.
Literally, Russell Wilson, the same thing. He was not playing with the first stringers. Like,
he just looked good with them, and then they moved him up. Like, okay, let's see what he looks with the 2s. Okay, let's see how he looks with the 1s.
Boom! They saw Matt Flynn and Russ was cooking.
If Shedeur was like, I should be the first round pick, but you can't beat out the freaking third string, second string, then you belong in the third string. Shedeur will never be a starter in the league, like an official week 1 starter. He'll never be.
Here what's weird, dude. So like you're doing Pat Skelly, and you're not good night, Mijo.
What up,
hi, nephew?
Good night, Mijo.
Get out.
So like we do Pat Skelly, you don't have an offensive line, right? You're just throwing routes on air, or you're throwing against scout the first defense. If a coach sees that you're doing pretty good, let's see him do scout. Let's see him do Pat Skelly with the second group. Let's see him with the first group. Okay, let's go live. Let's see what he does with the offensive line in front of him now, the defensive line. That should say something. The coaches are not confident in him.
No, and you saw why. I get it. Oh, third string. So and people forget, like Los Angeles had their third string, so it's not like they had their starter Jared Verse rushing them. Anyway, let's get off of that. Okay, defensive player of the year. I think all of us might have somebody different, unless you say something crazy. I think it's all of this is subjective, but you can kind of make an argument for a lot of different guys for defensive player of the year. So my defensive player of the year is going to be TJ Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Jose, thanks. All right, go ahead, Cody.
For defensive player of the year, I think I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett. Just easy. He got his money, so he's gonna play hard. He's gonna be the only one out there too, so he's gonna be the only one get shine. They'll be like focus in on him.
Cool. What do you think, Jose?
Look, TJ Miles will always be 1 and 2 up there. That's great. That's nice. That's nice for them. Fuck that. Give me the new Green Bay Packer. Give me Micah Parsons to get that shit.
Right.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
What do you say? Hell no. He definitely could.
Him having Gary.
So it's on Stafford. Woo.
I think Stafford's even worse than just the epidural, but
no, for sure.
That's a different one. Chi-Town, defensive mind. What you thinking, dude?
Well, of course, TJ's my guy, but there's one guy that I'm hoping that he's going to make his name known to the media, and it's Will Anderson. I think he could have a breakout year.
Damn, and Cody, he's there.
He's a top. I mean, he was a top pick.
You would have called me biased if I said it.
No, I mean,
I would have. He's right. I would have.
I mean, he was great in college. He's getting better, and I feel like he could finally make a name for himself this year, and where everybody starts to now know him as one of the top pass rushers in the league.
So good.
That's a dark horse, and I feel like he could be one of the guys.
I think that would be a good bet because I bet you he's a huge underdog on it. Jose, bring up the numbers.
6. He is 6 on the board, but plus 1,200 right now.
Yeah, put $10 on him. I would say Will Anderson. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, his rookie year he had like 7.5 sacks. This last year he had like 11 or 12 or something like that. 12, So if it keeps going like that, I mean, he definitely is going to have a.
He's trending up. I mean, he's getting his name. I'm telling you, like, not a lot of people really talk about him, and I feel like he's he's gonna have that year where people are gonna start noticing him now.
Yeah,
that's what Cody was saying months ago.
was he?
Yeah, Cody literally said that, like those exact words.
But Cody had some objectivity and put Danielle Hunter in front of him, just for the safety. But technically,
we were ranking our what was it, pass rush or something?
Pass rush,
yeah. So it was like what pass rush has the best, and that was why I had the Texans because y'all argued that Will Anderson was better, but I was saying last year Danielle Hunter had the better years,
not the better numbers.
Yeah, correct. Last 2 years for sure. Okay, defense player of the year. You got all pass rushers. Yeah, the Micah Parsons interesting take. I like it though, because especially narrative, it's a narrative freaking award too, dude. So I could see it. Offensive player of the year. I shouldn't be a hot take, but it might be. My offensive player of the year for this upcoming year is going to be Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I think he's gonna have one of those years. That's why I got JJ so high and the Vikings so high. And yeah, it's gonna be
I hope his hamstring's doing good right now. I really do.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a lingering consistent issue. But yeah, I would think it's okay, but of course we
Is he on a pinch count?
No, they haven't said anything about that.
I mean, the reports.
It should be right, but no.
Because I try to follow as much as the NFC rivals, like for the Bears. I follow a lot of their media people, and they did say that there's a possible chance that he might be on a pitch count.
I think determining on how much Adam Thielen gets adjusted to this new version of the Vikings playbook, I think that all depends on that because obviously Addison's out for the first month, so that's a big factor for them. So I don't know if they can really afford to lose Justin Jefferson right away, unless they're going to focus on Thielen and Hockenson more, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that would be good. As far as depth of target, he'll be bottom 32 if that happens. Go ahead, Cody.
For my offensive player of the year, I think that they are going to super focus on running the ball. So I have Derrick Henry winning offensive player of the year.
Fantasy.
That's also why I picked him fantasy
I
first.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a bad pick.
I'm telling you, I think they're going to focus in. Lamar's done winning MVPs. He wants to go to a Super Bowl. Derrick Henry will be the way to the Super Bowl.
I also don't think they're going to vote Lamar anymore. Any more MVPs until he wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Possible. And depending on the competition. Because if they didn't give it to him last year, just looking at those stats, absurd stats, it's going to be hard to get it this year, especially, for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that pick. Go ahead, Jose.
I'm going to go a little different than those two. I'm going to go with the guy that I said is going to take a jump and he's going to be recognized probably as the second best receiver this year, but I think he's going to make a big jump to where he's going to get the award, and I think it's Puka Nacua.
Nico Collins.
No. Okay, call me titties.
Efficiency. Nico's got an argument, but efficiency, both of them have a crazy argument. Sorry, Cody, I talked over you. What did you say, bro?
I said Puka I'm up and down about with the whole Matthew Stafford thing.
That's the
only thing. Matthew Stafford's there, fuck yeah. But if Matthew Stafford's halfway there,
And that's what I'm predicting on. It's if Stafford's all there. Because obviously if Jimmy G has to come in, oh God, no. No.
Jimmy G, if anybody's going to benefit, it might be Devontae because they played together. But I think
he tried to kill Devontae. Hates him. Devontae hates him. He hates him.
Yeah, okay, sorry,
bro. Even
he said something about him. Right.
Yeah, it's like I can't keep playing with this garbage ass shit.
He's gonna kill him or something. Something like that.
No, even in practice. No.
It was on
camera. It was in receivers. It was on Netflix.
Sorry. My bad.
Real threat submitted.
I'm trying to help. Trying to help out, dude.
You can't help Jimmy G. He's trash.
We got I help Jimmy G. Forget Jimmy G.
You can't help trash.
We got two receivers. We got a running back. Chi-Town, where are you leaning?
I am leaning on Derek, but a guy that could probably make a splash. I'm hoping to. Been talking really high about this team. I was Marvin Harrison. I really think.
All your award winners from Arizona?
Oh my goodness, dude!
What are you talking about? He's just Marvin Harrison.
Harrison and
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson, yeah.
Well, he's a rookie.
Marvin Harrison.
Is Kyler Murray your MVP?
He better not be.
No.
That would be crazy though. If Marvin Harrison, I gotta say, I could be wrong because he's highly touted, all that. Him putting on all that muscle, I don't see what it does for him because what it seemed to be the issue last year was he couldn't get separation. So if you can't get separation, I don't think putting on muscle is going to do anything for that. What do I know? But I just don't. I don't understand it.
So you don't think he could change his because the way he played it in college was he was able to finesse his way to get open, which means he was shifty, right? So you don't think him changing his body? I don't think maybe it can happen within a year, but he could change the style that he's a receiver now. That maybe he could be more of a jump ball guy, more like a physical receiver like AJ.
Right. You want to be more like Jamar and AJ, yeah.
Right, but and I get the collegiate take, but what I saw last year, none of that was working. So maybe he's taking a different step because he's not. So maybe, sure, but I just. I
mean, his dad was a big fella too. His dad was.
I was about to say that. I mean, he has a pretty good coach at home. So
yeah, so. I'm not mad at whatever Marvin Harrison does, but I think it's a long shot for him. The odds say it. He's plus 6,600.
Put it down, Chi-Town. Put the money down, dude.
I like underdogs.
That's a good bet. Oh, it's not a good, but it could happen. So put the bet. If the Cardinals are any good, like you believe they are, I think they're pretty good too. Yeah, he might be. It might happen. I don't like the offensive coordinator. Just by the way, I really don't like Petsy. I'm not a fan. So
yeah, he gets the route concepts and the red zone gets pretty dumb.
Like his run attack is great. Zone scheme, all that's great. The other passing stuff, it's either that or Kyler really just sucks. I don't think Kyler sucks. So
you got to watch the all 22 version. The route concepts are pretty dumb.
Okay, so I'm not tripping. Okay, let's go MVP, most valuable player. There is a quarterback that one of you guys are going to name, and I promise you, I don't disagree. I just don't think the team is going to make the playoffs. As far as division, again, since what did we come up with? 2008 was the last time a player didn't win the division but won the MVP, and that was it was 2012, but quarterback was 2008 was Peyton Manning. So I think that's going to happen this year. I have the most valuable player this upcoming year being Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Are you a Chiefs fan? No.
I was like, that's the only Chiefs I said. So comeback player of the year, Travis Kelce. Okay.
The Chiefs will make the playoffs. That is just
100%. No, I'm saying division. I'm saying another quarterback that somebody's gonna say I don't have making the playoffs, so I can't pick him because that doesn't happen.
My MVP is going to be Mahomes as well. I think he does go off. Well, that's my front runner for MVP. While I went over in the chat, I think with you, Jose, and you, Milton, that I do think Joe Burrow has a really good shot of actually pulling out MVP if Mahomes doesn't have crazy numbers and does like not bad year, but mediocre, whatever. I do think Joe Burrow is a dark horse to win MVP and actually have a losing record, whatever, because they're not going to be really good. So I know that sounds far-fetched, but, I mean, Joe Burrow might be the only player with some crazy stats this year to be worthy of MVP. But for right now, I'm going to go with Mahomes.
Yeah, that's with Joe Burrow, that would be the first ever. You know what I mean? There's not a quarterback, at least in the last 20 years, that has had a losing record or hasn't even made the playoffs to win.
Yeah, it's been since O.J. Simpson.
That's why. What is that? 80? Jeez, weeks. All right.
No, 70s. That's 70s.
Yeah, it's like 72.
All right. Respect. If Joe does it, nice. I just think the competition will be too high.
He'd have to throw for 6,000 yards and like
something crazy.
Joe's probably has the easiest schedule, I think, since he's been in the league. Right now, their schedule is pretty easy.
When you break down what the website I sent all of y'all, like it doesn't look like that crazy, like difficult. No. Obvious. I have them going like 11-6, but they couldn't probably win a bit more. Yeah, the Ravens is like the toughest one, and maybe if you believe the Bills, and yes.
Well, there's a couple teams. Again, it's a matchup, but before we go into that, Jose, go for it. All right, brother. Later, bro.
Well, he's leaving just in time because obviously my MVP is Baker Mayfield.
And I actually like that, dude. I really do. That's actually it's hilarious.
It's a guy that's not people are expecting because of where he's at or whatever. It's also not the top 4 quarterbacks, right? Who are always in the picture. But I think it's Baker. I think Baker's going to have a spectacular year this year. If all his weapons are healthy, or even if one or two missing, I think he's still going to build up great numbers. I think he'll be passing nearly 5,000 yards or even more than 5,000 yards this year.
Okay. What are you thinking, Chi-Town?
I was leaning with the Patrick Mahomes, but I don't want to be just like everybody else.
Well, but, I just want your actual thoughts. Jeez. But give me your underdog. Fine, go for it.
And tell me why it's Bo.
No, I'm not going to pick Bo.
I would love you if you said that. Because I'd cook something up for you too.
I mean, he's not really underdog, but I mean, like I said, Joe Burrow will probably be the MVP because they should have no reason not to make the playoffs besides their defense. But they have a pretty easy schedule. Like I said, they should be 3-1 in the first 4 games.
It's so crazy y'all say that. I still have a 1-3, but I mean, like it's or 2-2, but. It's September for them. That's all it is.
No, but the thing is now, like we cannot be saying like, oh, this is how they start. This is how they start. No, because now we have to put them in a pedestal of like, hey, they can't start off slow because last year they started off slow. Hey, we know how they did in the year.
Look, I know that, Alex. We all know that they're talented enough to be 3-1, but it's not our fault. We're not the ones on the field that these motherfuckers somehow, some way start 0-1 or 0-2 to start the season. This is literally who they are since Burrow's gotten there.
So I'll say last time they didn't, I think they started like 4-1. It was like 2018, something like that.
And that was before Burrow, because Burrow was drafted in 2020.
Oh wow, yeah, that sucks.
But the thing is too, like, I know that it's a team thing too, but he's also haven't played good in the first couple of games.
Exactly.
Of the season. Yeah, so we have.
That's like, what I'm saying. We as the fans, we can keep saying this, but it's the players who underperform. I'm putting it on Burrow too. Like, it's the players who underperform, the coaching staff who lack coaching. Like, they shouldn't be doing this, but they do.
I'll say I didn't hear your MVP. You said Joe?
No, I said Baker.
Baker. I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping.
I have Joe. I have Joe winning MVP.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a lot coming from you. You're the historic Joe hater, right?
I just look at the stats and history. So
hey, I'm cool with it, dude. I love Joe. I hope you're right.
So in 2024, the Bengals started 1-3.
Right.
And so for September, in 2023, they started 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, it's not looking good. 2022, 2-2. That's better.
Maybe it's 2021. Go ahead.
But they started 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
2021, they started 3-1. So there you go.
I think
that's probably their best year, which is obviously the Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
So that was that was their best start. But
yeah,
I mean, so what does that mean, guys? They start 3-1 this year.
They start 3-1. I'm wrong. They making the Super Bowl. That's what's gonna happen, dude. With the Joe Burrow having an easy schedule, I just disagree. I think if you go off a name value, maybe you can make the argument, but their offensive line isn't good. I think we could all agree to that. And their defense seems to not be good. Let's say we're all wrong. It doesn't look like we're wrong, but let's say we're wrong, and the Notre Dame guy schemes it up. But if you look at like Cleveland, sure, finally Joe Burrow has beaten Cleveland the last year, maybe 2 years. But he started off terrible against Cleveland, right? Because of that defensive front. So that's not just going to be a gimme game as far as defensively with that bad offensive line. Then we go to Minnesota. That's going to be a blitz-heavy defense, which I think Cincinnati's going to win, but that's going to cause problems for Joe Burrow to just have an outrageous game.
Yeah, I don't have him winning that one.
Yeah, it could be tricky, but I got him winning. Just because the secondary is a little iffy, so they might be able to still catch them lacking a little bit or use Chase Brown in a different way. But then Denver, then Detroit, then Green Bay, then Pittsburgh, then the Jets, then Chicago, then Pittsburgh again, New England, Baltimore, Buffalo, Baltimore. All of those teams have a fantastic seven, a fantastic front. And a lot of them have good offensive lines. So let's just stick to Burrow. And most of them have good secondaries. So I don't see it as that much of a cakewalk for Burrow. Even to go past that, I mean, Miami, Arizona, Cleveland to end it, sure. Yeah, I could see them like kind of clearing that out possibly. But they do not have a good offensive line. And Joe Burrow has done the best with a bad offensive line. I understand it. But I wouldn't say he has an easy schedule. I just wouldn't.
I think that's like after the bye, I'm going to predict, and I know people are going to call me crazy for it, but they only probably lose one game after the bye.
I'm going to see it.
Because November, December, they are top team. And the one game I'm giving them loss to, it could be two, because they played the Ravens twice, would be the Ravens. So, but this year I have them splitting. Okay. But that all depends on, like, again, because Cleveland, they should win. They should. Should. Jacksonville, I think they will win. Yep. Even though it's in Cincinnati. It's not hot weather. So Minnesota, I think that defense, that pass rush, that freaking Brian Flores blitzing every play, scary. Broncos, scary. Defense, scary. So, I mean, however y'all have it, 3-1, good luck to y'all. I'll say maybe 2-2 at best.
Okay. We'll see. If I'll say this, Jose, if you're right on the record prediction, because I have them going 9-8. If you're right on 11 games, then Joe Burrow's most likely going to be the MVP. As a quarterback, I just think Joe Burrow is that guy. I just don't think the team will be that team still. And there's going to be some drastic changes that happen in the offseason.
You have them missing the playoffs this year?
Yes, I do.
3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Three.
Three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, with Joe Burrow, really two, because
he got hurt 2 years ago.
Yeah. So
they were 5-5 when he got hurt. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good. Right. But still, yes, I do have them missing the playoffs. I would love to be wrong. I promise you, dude. I love Joe Burrow. When he first got in the league, I love Joe Burrow.
What?
It's just the team.
You're sick, man. You believe more in the Colts this year than you believe in the Bengals. You sick, man.
Well, now we're going over schedule on that. They have an easier schedule, so yeah,
and they'll still go 5-12.
And I think overall, hey man, there's another podcast I listened to. All of them, I said, "Yo, what's up with y'all?" I was the odd man out. It's all right, but
I think Tennessee's a better team than the Colts.
I agree. Colts will be the worst team in the division.
Milton.
This is his Saints take all over again.
Come on, Milton.
It's not though. You know it's not.
I think the Colts are. I mean, they're decent. I think they can make noise, but I don't think they're better than the Tennessee Titans, to tell you the truth.
Why not? Just because of Danny Dimes? Is that
I think Danny's a he's a pretty good quarterback. I don't think he's great, but I think he's a good quarterback.
Right.
I think their defense, Tennessee's defense, is just really good. I love their defense.
What do you love about it, dude? I don't love it. Last year they feasted on bad teams, and the only reason why they led the league in passing yards allowed was teams spanked them and stopped passing it on them. Like
no, the thing is too, they were on the field a lot, and it took a lot. A lot of their games didn't get ugly till like the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because of Will Levis a lot of the times. I understand.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean, over time, your defense is gonna break.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
I got it.
And I feel like this year, I mean, Cam Ward, I don't think he's still so much to be told, right? Because we don't know how his game is. But I guarantee he's better. He's better than Will
especially turnover wise. I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yes. So I think he has a good understanding of protecting the ball and not being like, let me throw this 50-50 ball here or throw it. Let's about to get sacked. Let me just toss it somewhere.
Right. So I think that they do better because Cam Ward's going to be a better option, and their offensive line got better. So I agree with that. The trenches got better as far as possibly being able to stop the run on a consistent basis. But Indianapolis, their holes was their secondary. That was it. Grover Stewart was hurt. Forrest Buckner, both of them couldn't be healthy together. That's going to be a tandem, and everyone knows that's going to stop the run immediately as far as the inside the AB gap. And secondary-wise, they fixed it. Kenny Morris, the great nickel corner. You got a Debo, the turnover machine, and then you got Cam Bynum. So, I don't know. I just think the only thing that could fail the Colts, where y'all will be right.
Tre'Davious Ward.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Is going to be like if the offensive line really takes just a bad step. The tackles are fine. Obviously, Quinn Nelson's an all-pro, but they have a new center and right guard. But they played well, but they didn't play the snaps that Will Fries and Ryan Kelly did. So I could see that becoming an issue and making Danny Dimes look like Danny Pennies. I got it.
I mean, that's my main key with the Colts is that the offense is not going to be here. They're going to be off the field too much. The defense is going to be too tired. They're going to be too worn out and beat up. Like that's literally my main thing. Like Danny Dimes, I get it. They're giving him Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is obviously a good back, but this is going to be a quarterback carousel all season long, bro. It's literally that's. Look, I know y'all trying to be nice. Y'all trying to say Daniel Jones is good. No, he's trash.
No, so I didn't say he's good. I say he is.
No. The words y'all did use was good. The word you should have used was serviceable.
Yeah,
that's the word.
I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's great. I just think he's good. He's
good
enough. he's good enough to be a starter, I think.
So it just depends.
Serviceable.
Serviceable. I agree. But when you look at Daniel Jones's stats with a microscope, instead of just, okay, he did this. Oh, the team lost this, all this other things. That's fine. But if you look at it with a microscope, when he plays under 20 yards, which that's all he's going to need with Josh Downs, Warren, Pittman, those like Alec Pierce is going to take a dive for this for all the fantasy lovers out there. But he's good at underneath passes. And that's all Shane Steichen wants. He wants he wants Daniel Jones to get the ball out.
But that's not what Jim Bob Cooter wants. He wants them balls to air out. That's the OC. No. Jim Bob wants that. He wants that Matthew Stafford days back. That's what he wants out of this.
I don't think so. No, Shane Steichen, he wants the run after catch. That's what he did well with Philly last year. Whenever they went to the Super Bowl, and that's why they picked Danny Dimes other than Richardson. Richardson has the big playability, but he can't do just a layup. He can't lay any of these up because he didn't have the mechanics.
That dude has Cam Newton's doodle arm.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Richardson does like to air motherfucker out of the ball.
He has it. He has all these weird talents that he can throw the ball that nobody else can throw the ball like him. But then when you ask him to just check it down, he misses completely. You know what I mean?
Throwing the dig route like right in front of the safety.
Right.
Yeah.
So what Daniel Jones does, well, if he does anything good, is that he can give the ball exactly where it needs to be when it's under 20 yards. He's very competent, and his true completion percentage is good because also he was dealing with a lot of drops in his years in the Giants. So you have a top 7 running back in Jonathan Taylor. As long as he's utilized correctly, that's going to be with the schedule they have, it's going to be fine because unlike the other teams, they're the more well-balanced. Jacksonville, I think the offense is going to be great. The defense is questionable. Tennessee, I think everything's questionable, in my opinion. I love L'Jarius Sneed. I get what he was in Kansas City. He got to prove it. He didn't prove it last year, so he got to prove it. So, and when it comes to the Texans, that offensive line is a huge question mark. So that's why I believe in Indianapolis, and I have all the arguments for it, is because I just think that this team overall, unless Daniel Jones absolutely is horrendous, I don't think he's horrendous though. Unless you ask him to do too much. I don't think they're going to ask him to do too much.
Quick question.
Of course.
Do you think Kansas City messed up by keeping McDuffie instead of
Sneed? L'Jarius Sneed or McDuffie? Yes.
McDuffie.
We don't know.
I know.
I think. Oh, don't get me wrong.
That wasn't the scenario at the time. You got to. It was either Chris Jones or L'Jarius Sneed at the time. It's not. It wasn't McDuffie. See that?
No, I know that, but like
you got to put that in true context right there because if they had signed L'Jarius Sneed, they couldn't have kept Chris Jones.
Yeah,
I would have kept Sneed.
Now I would have kept Chris Jones. Chris Jones is the game wrecker. Sneed, I think Sneed is a better overall corner than McDuffie. Yeah. McDuffie is a gadget guy. That's why I'm not so high on him like everybody else. He is a good slot corner, a good nickel corner. I got it. But when you ask him to follow the number 1 wide receiver around, he doesn't really do that well, in my opinion. Yeah. So he's serviceable at that point.
I look at this Indianapolis schedule and I'm like, what defense?
I know you said that last time, and I just don't see it. So let's go through it. Let's go through it, dude.
All right,
guys. I gotta go. I got my wife's coughing she's coughing up a storm right now. So
all right, brother.
Later, brother. Thank you for being here, man.
All right, man. Take care.
Go ahead, me and you, dude. Let's do
it. You're a sick man.
Week
1 against the Dolphins.
A loss for sure.
Yeah, they don't week 1.
Possibly. I love that.
They don't win.
But also, guess what? They never had Indiana Jones.
Stop that. You're sick, man.
Sorry. It sounded good. Good.
No, it didn't. It sounded sick. You're a sick man.
Okay.
Week 2 against Denver.
I think they lose that.
Yeah. Okay. Week 3 at Tennessee.
They win that.
Maybe. Coin flip. I think it's more a coin flip. I don't mind it. I think they split 1-1 this year. Week 4 at Rams.
So when I made this, at first I had the Rams winning. I think something's going to either happen to, and this is, I know, Jackson's not 100% healthy and Stafford's not. If that's an issue, they're not going to be able to run it, and the secondary is good enough. And I think Lou's going to provide problems. And I don't think they're good against the pass. They're not. They haven't shown that. So Daniel Jones, if he's going to have a decent game, it'll be against them. They have no secondary.
Yeah, that pass rush from the Rams is going to destroy that O-line.
I don't think so. The tackles are fine. The tackles are top tackles. Let's not forget that.
They're not top tackles.
Really?
You got top 15. You got top 15 to 17, maybe at best, but you ain't not top. That's not enough for that pass rush from the Rams. No way.
Think so. Quentin Nelson, he's not a top 5 left guard. No.
Yeah, one guy. That's like saying Trent Williams. One guy is not enough. You need. But you're talking about the whole front four,
right?
For the Rams. Come on, no.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue because I think they'll be able to get the run going, and then that'll help the play action. I don't think the Rams defense is that good. They're just young. They weren't good last year. They just played good at the end and in the playoffs a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, it's also at LA, so I'm good. I'm definitely picking the Rams on that one. Okay. All right, week 5 against the Raiders.
I got them winning.
It's coin flip. I have the Raiders winning that one. Week 6 against the Cardinals.
I have them winning that game.
What did I have them? I think I had the Cardinals winning that one.
But when you're saying these teams, you understand like these aren't big teams that easily. Oh, they're going to smack them.
No. Like so far, as far as to me, guaranteed smacking as Rams, Broncos, and Dolphins. Those are guaranteed smackings for me. Raiders, no, of course not. Tennessee, they're about equal to Indianapolis, in my opinion. All right, week 7 at the Chargers.
I have them winning that game.
It's coin flip. I think I have the Chargers winning that one just because the quarterback talent is right there. I know Rashawn Slater's tough. It's going to be one of their 7 wins this year, though, for the Chargers.
But then, and also, the Chargers have no secondary as well. They have safeties, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, again, if Daniel Jones is going to have good games, it's against these kind of teams.
Yeah. All right, week 8 against Tennessee.
I have them sweeping Tennessee. I understand.
That's
but wild. I'm not as if you saw my Tennessee prediction, yeah, I'm not a believer in Tennessee. I don't get what people really are.
I mean, you gotta believe, bro.
Well, you don't believe in Indianapolis, so you don't have to believe. Go ahead.
Where the heck am I?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, at Pittsburgh, week 9.
Yeah, they lose that game.
All right, and week 10 in Berlin, Germany against the Falcons.
Yeah, I got them beating the Falcons in Germany.
I did too. Whatever, it's a weird European game. They win that one. I don't know why, but Atlanta on paper is better.
AFC South teams, Jaguars, Colts, better at international games. Who knew?
Yeah, weird. All right, coming back week 12 at Kansas City.
Yeah, no, we don't even have to entertain that.
Week 13, Houston.
I got them beating Houston. Splitting.
Mm-mm.
Yo, this is what I had to tell.
Swept by the Texans. Sweep.
Okay, sure. We'll see. Last year they had so many things go their way, and it was only a 1 or 2 point win every single time. Yeah, I doubt that they sweep the Colts. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, haven't they done it they're 1-3 in the last 4 meetings, right? So
yeah, I think so.
So I'm picking
but very close games. That's the thing. They don't smack. They never smack the Colts. That's the funny part.
At Jacksonville, you know what?
I got them. Yeah, you're right.
Jacksonville. Yeah,
I got them beating the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, you got them beating Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville retaining that one.
Okay,
I think they split.
Yeah.
At Seattle, now they gotta travel a little bit cross country.
Seattle, they lose.
Okay. Versus the Niners?
They lose. Oh, no, they win. Sorry.
They win?
Yeah.
Charvarius Ward gets his revenge? What? No.
Maybe.
Who's
even with that team, Brock Purdy's obviously better. But the deeper team is the Colts. That's the main thing. I know what you're doing. You're like focused in on Daniel Jones, and I get it, dude. But everything else.
This is a quarterback dependent league. I'm going to. Yes, I'm sorry.
To win Super Bowls and win championship games. I'm not saying the culture that, dude. I'm just saying they sneak their way up in the playoffs because they have a better overall team than a lot of these teams that they're playing. Because there is one Super Bowl contender that you have. Well, for you too, because you have the Rams. There's 2 Super Bowl contenders on their schedule. Like they don't have Baltimore, Buffalo, all these other teams. They don't have all that. They got Kansas City once. Luckily, at the end part of the game after their bye, so maybe they're hot and fresh, so they don't get beat up too much, but they lose. And you got the Rams, but I don't have the Rams that high. Good.
Yeah, but the Rams are proven commodity
for sure.
There's nothing about the Colts. There's nothing about Daniel Jones that tells me they're
right. But again, that's not the argument. I'm not saying that the Colts are better than the Rams. If they were both NFC and they played in the playoffs, I would have the Rams. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is your New Orleans Saints steak.
It's not though. It's not. It's not at all. Go ahead.
This year it is. Yes. Week 17 against Jacksonville. You said you got them sweeping, right?
Yes.
Oh,
and they lose the last game to Houston.
I think you're underestimating how much better Jacksonville's gotten in this year.
I think they're good.
I think Jacksonville will go 8-9 or 9-8. I think they'll be better than the Colts.
Hold on, let me see what I got Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville going 7-10. I don't have them bad. Got them. They could win 8 games.
What do you got the Texans?
The Texans, I got, I believe, 10-7 as well.
But they just lose the tiebreaker.
Yep, they got the Colts have more division wins. Yeah, Houston 10-7. Like whenever I have
Houston losing more division games. Ooh,
yeah,
spicy.
Yeah, because I think again, don't get me wrong, if the Texans' offensive line, and make sure everybody hears me, if the Texans' offensive line is not as bad as I think, forget what I'm saying. They are going to win this division. I think this offensive line was bad last year and just got worse. They can try to right now, all they're trying to do is massage it and make it seem that, remember Skoronski for us, the best offensive line coach ever. A guy that was under him is now a part of the Houston Texans. That doesn't mean really anything to me. Nick Caley doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm sorry, who did you say?
Remember, I can't think of his full name. It's not Skoronski. It's the O-line coach, the greatest O-line coach of all time.
Dante Scarnicchia?
Thank you. I cannot say his name.
Scarenzi. I was like, who the heck is this guy?
You know where I'm going with it. So a guy that was under him, learning under him, is now a part of the Houston Texans offensive line, right? So that's where they're kind of going with it. And if they're right, all right, guys, Houston's going to probably win like 12, 13 games. That's what's going to happen. I just don't think this offensive line is going to be good enough. I think they're showing their cards that it's not good enough. The way that they're moving the offensive line pieces. And again, you bring in Nick Caley over. The positive is CJ Stroud will be able to audible now, but I just don't think that this offensive line is going to help them. I think it's going to hurt them more than anything in the run and the pass protect. I got them having the same record. It's just,
I think I had in the video Texans having at least 10 wins, which will repeat the other 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think even after doing the schedule, like you can win this division with 9. But I still trust this team a lot more, this defense a lot more in Houston Texans. Yes, a lot of questions on the O-line, as rightfully should be. They'll probably be a bottom 3 O-line, but there's nothing that tells me Daniel Jones is going to be enough for this team. And I think Shane Steichen's on the hot seat. This whole front office on the front hot seat. And
I believe
respectfully, when your competition is Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson, it's like, bro, this whole organization is going to get reset real quick.
It could happen. Don't get me wrong. The floor for this team is going to be bad, but the reason they picked Daniel Jones is because they need a higher floor. And so what that's telling me, again, unless all of them are just incompetent, what that's telling me is they know they won 8 games last year with that roller coaster of a quarterback room, like you're saying. The year before that, last year they won 8. The year before that, they won 9. They're saying we have a better overall team. Our weak point was defense. Now defense is our strong point. And we got a lot of guys that can do a lot after the catch. So who can we bring over that's not expensive, that's good at getting guys the ball, and they can make the moves? We've seen that with Daniel Jones with the Giants. He wasn't the make or break guy. He had 700 some yards rushing, which he can have on this team because Shane Steichen likes the rushing quarterbacks. And then just an average or even a little bit below average passing play. If he does the same exact thing there, there's not an argument that he can't lead or be a part of this team winning 9-10 games. That's all I'm saying. If you get the worst Daniel Jones, sure, but I'm not saying that. But you say that, but I don't see any proof.
Because history has told us that, Milton. That's why.
What do you mean?
Because ever since he got stepped on the field, 2018, he has not been good. He's been serviceable. That's what he was in 2022 when they were able to make the playoffs. It wasn't even off his back. It was off Saquon's. When Saquon came back healthy, that's what they were. And the O-line was still trash. It was still bad. And then somehow, some way, because Brian Daboll, first-year head coach, hadn't been beaten down, had been worn down yet, got this team over the edge. We are now talking about a team in the Colts where Shane Steichen's on the hot seat because he has not been able to improve this roster since he got there. Now,
that's not him. That's the GM. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean it's him too. At the end of the day, you're the coach on the field. You get the guys that GM gives you on the field. You're gonna go with the GM. It doesn't matter. If the GM goes, you're going to.
Yeah, I understand.
You're not the new GM's guy. So you are relying that JT stays healthy, which has been questionable the last couple of years.
So was Saquon. Go ahead.
Right, but they're not the same level.
Better
offensive line. They're not the same tiers, right? They're not the same tier.
No, they're no.
Okay, so I'm going by also their skill level and tiers. That's what I'm also going with.
Right. Okay, keep going. Go ahead. So offensive line. What's a better tier? Colts or the Giants?
Colts,
different
because
tier. Totally different tier.
Colts will be different. This Colts versus that Giants, yes.
Yeah, of course. That's what I mean. Yeah. Go ahead.
Wide receivers, different for sure, because the wide receiver core in Giants were bad.
Yes.
So
that's
but
you see where my argument's going.
But who's the better coach?
We don't know.
I think it's Brian Daboll.
Well, on paper, you have to put Daboll. He got coach of the year. So.
No, not even that. I think this is the dude. I've said before on my pod. This is the dude who brought up Josh Allen from. He uprooted him. He showed him the way to be a great quarterback. And it was, you saw the first year that without Daboll that they were a little skitty, and then they brought it back around after they got rid of Ken Dorsey.
Make the same argument with Jalen Hurts though. Jalen Hurts never had that year until Shane Steichen. Then the year after Shane Steichen leaves, he falls off a cliff.
Well, to be fair for Jalen Hurts, he hasn't had the same coordinator since high school.
Fair, but I'm just saying, making the same argument that you're making for Daboll. If we go Shane Steichen never had a 3-win team. You know what I mean? So, I get the coach of the year, Brian Daboll, but if we just keep equating things on when Daniel Jones actually was serviceable, because I agree. I didn't say he carried the Giants. He didn't. He was a part of the team, and he could be a part of this team. Saquon, sure. Saquon's a top 3 back.
I think history will tell us we need to look at this Daniel Jones with the Colts more like we saw Mitch Trubisky with the Steelers.
I don't think so.
I do. I think we need to. I think he's more that than he is what the best version of Daniel Jones you think that he can be.
Yeah, even if he's not the best, I don't think that's still if Mitch Trubisky when he was in the Steelers, didn't they make the playoffs?
They kicked him off the starting quarterback like in week 6.
Yeah, right.
They brought him Mason Rudolph.
Right. So I don't think that's.
I don't think they made the playoffs, but that's
they definitely made the playoffs. But I think
was off of the defensive back. That's also Mike Tomlin's back.
Right. But I think one of the under the radar things happening with the Colts is Lou's going over there. Lou is a respectable defensive coordinator that got a bad rep because of last year the Cincinnati Bengals falling off a cliff. Right, but
Lou
before that,
could be in a bad situation where he's going to end up like Frank Reich in Carolina.
You said Lou's going to end up how? The defense got better.
The defense, yes, I'll say the defense got better for sure. But here's again. I don't think this Colts offense is going to be on the field a lot, as much more than they want to be. I think they're going to get beaten up so much, and that's how Alex and I think Cody even said it. The defense is going to wear down over time into where they can't handle it. I think that's what this schedule. What I'm saying is I know you find it a lot easier than than
sure.
I do, but I don't. I think this is going to be a beat up type season. I think that everyone's going to be beating up on Daniel Jones in this offense.
Right. Okay. Even if we look at like top defenses, Denver, I think this year will be better than last year because against the pass, they weren't actually great. Pat Surtain was good, but overall they weren't great. Rams defense, again, was not good last year. People need to remember that. The defense was not good at all last year. Las Vegas, they'll probably be better, but secondary is absolutely poop. Arizona should be better, but again, if we're just going off of history and what we've seen, Arizona's defense is not good either. Chargers.
Well, I mean, with this current scheme, with the coach and everything, I think they're a lot
I think Arizona's much better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I'm not saying,
so
but
I think this defense can do something.
I'm speaking of like when we're looking at the teams, none of this, not a lot of this scares Pittsburgh. Again, I said flat out, yeah, that's just bad. I think interior wise, that'll get blown up. All of that kind of stuff. Kansas City, Houston could be a iffy one, but again, I think the offensive line is going to neutralize it because their offensive line sucks. So I think Buckner and Stewart and Kwity Paye and Latu are going to get to CJ Stroud at astronomical levels. So that's going to equal itself out. Nothing else. San Francisco, again, I love San Francisco and I love Brock Purdy, but I don't know how good this defense is going to be. They have too many young rookies starting. I don't know how good it's going to be. But everything else, Seattle, again, I have them losing. All of the top defenses, even if you have them lose those games, they still have a winning record. None of these other teams, again, unless they play top level this year, which they could, the other teams, none of these defenses scare me. None of them. Because none of them are high-powered defenses as far as what we've seen last year. But anyways, all right. In Indianapolis.
5-12.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. All that to say, 5-12 for Indianapolis. So another bad year for JT. You saw at the end of the year, hopefully Shane Steichen it snaps to him like, yo, just run the ball with JT. You saw what he did. As far as the last 3-4 games, he was leading the year he was leading the league in yards per game. You know what I'm saying? So when they finally said, okay, well, we need to try to fight for this playoff spot because they were right there. They waited too long. I don't know what the heck, but I think they were just working with Anthony Richardson. But we'll see. I find it hard to believe that a team that is normally 9-8 or 8-9 just falls off a cliff with a quarterback that's better than any of the quarterbacks that they had at the certain things Shane Steichen wants. Not better overall, I got it, but what Shane Steichen wants is a guy that can just dump the ball off, allow your playmakers to make plays, and that's what he's good at.
I think Anthony Richardson takes back the job by week 7.
All right, that's a bet. Okay, you remember
when it's like a one, like
well,
they start 1-5.
Barring injury, bets. There's no bet. Okay,
I'm not saying like.
But you think he'll lose his job strictly off a play?
I think there'll be a point where they're like desperate and they're like, dude, we're struggling so bad on offense. We stink. We're not putting up points every week like we're supposed to. So we gotta bring in the guy who can do that for us, no matter how bad he is.
Okay, I got you. Week 7. Let me put that down because I want to make sure if by week 7, let's say I'm not. Well, actually, let me go by week 7, I will have them 5-2. So if I'm right, you're going to be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm freaking wrong. So, and you'll probably be right. So
I got them starting 1-5 or 0-6. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, I bet you I'm closer to being right than you, but we'll see. We'll see. A lot of people agree with you, so I'll give you a lot of people agree with you.
I'm just saying, I can easily take this as your Saints take as last year because I was very confident last year.
But I think it's different because the Saints take was banking on the all offensive line staying healthy. And when one guy went out, that was it. And it was just McCoy. It was the center, and everything just went to.
And I think this is a mid to bottom offensive line. So
a bottom offensive line is crazy, dude.
Mid to bottom.
I'll say mid. But.
Solid bottom 16.
Nah, so okay, we're not doing this. Okay, whatever. The show will go on too long. But that's the award show, Super Bowl picks, the awards. We'll see on how all this is shaking up. But guess what? We don't have to wait too long to see some football. Tomorrow, first game, Thursday Night Football, speaking of Thursday night football, Jose, entertain me here. What you thinking of it?
Philadelphia 38, Dallas 9.
Well, it could happen actually, but okay. I wanted to. Cody went off, so that's shame on you, Cody. But you said this last year. You want to be a part of this segment.
I was gonna ask. Thank you.
Okay. All right, we will. I gave Joe the respect because he won last year. All right.
I could be last every week. I'm gonna win this damn thing. Don't worry about it. We'll be live, brother. I don't care.
Locks and dogs.
Yes, I've been waiting. I was gonna ask. I was like, yes, I want it.
I almost forgot. So God, man, thanks.
I want the jersey.
Okay.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
All right. So
let's take it like I'm taking all the fantasy football trophies. I'm taking it.
You're not, dude. You know, I got to look at the one you just did. I don't get the rules on the super flex stuff. I never played that, so
it's 2 QBs, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, 1 tight end. And in this league of ours, if the passing touchdowns, and even actually in our collab one, which I hope y'all pay attention to the points. The passing touchdowns are 6 points for the quarterback.
Yeah. Heck yeah, I like that. What is it normally?
4.
Okay. Heck yeah.
I'm rewarding the quarterbacks. I'm like, the quarterbacks shouldn't get 4 for it. They should get 6.
What about rushing touchdowns? You know?
Same thing, 6.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. What I got? I got Jalen Hurts. Hell, toast, dude. Okay.
Yeah, we know Tush Pushy.
Tush Push is here. All right. It's here to stay.
Hey, I did that football rates thing, and you came out number 1.
Word.
But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the little trophies. I'm here
for
the big one.
Here we go. All right.
I'm here for the big ones.
Oh, you won that?
No, this is just mine.
You suck. All right. I thought you won a fantasy freaking thing.
I've won plenty. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay.
All right. I've won plenty. That's not a question. I'm just saying that. I won another title. Yeah. I want to take a picture I want to take a picture like Demetrius Johnson in front of all my championships.
Right on. We got to get it. That's what we should get, a belt. That'll be the thing. That'll be nice.
We got guys. Let's see if we want to invest into a belt.
Yeah, but all right. Well, that's another story. Okay, locks and dogs of week 1. Joe had the first pick because he won last year. He got most of them right. I already told Cody I'm going last because I was really bad last year.
No, I want to go last. I'm the newbie. Let me go last.
All right. You got it. Cody, if you're watching, text me your lock and dog. Give me a couple. But Joe's lock is going to be for clarification, it's going to be against the spread. It's going to be with the spread against the spread. It's not so if I got such and such, winning the spread doesn't mean they have to win the game if they just lose by the certain amount of points, right? So it's not going to be wins, losses. It's going to be, are you with the spread, against the spread, that kind of thing.
Yo, I had to come back in for locks and dogs.
Good. Stick around. All right. Joe has the Philadelphia Eagles covering.
All 8.5?
Yep.
Oh, so we're doing it with the spread this year?
Yeah, I want to do it with the spread. That'll make it, I think, easier, and I think I will definitely sweep y'all.
So we're just doing the spread. We're not. Are we picking winners?
Winner loss.
Well, I like the spread because, like, if you go against the spread, that's your underdog, right?
Cody, that might help because we don't have to pick the winner. We just have to pick the coverage.
Right. Then you're going to be able to win when you lose.
Right, but you called that they're going to beat the spread. Right? They're not going to cover. That's still a win. I think it's easier that way. That's all. Now, we'll see how.
You should have made this a unanimous vote.
All right, we'll run this as year 2, and then we'll revert rules back if it doesn't work out.
All right, fine. Okay. If everybody gets confused, sure. All right, let's do it. But Joe has the Eagles as his lock, and his underdog is going to be the Miami Dolphins also covering. So they are a minus. Well, Indianapolis is a -1 favorite. So he has Miami obviously covering. Most likely that means it win. So there goes that.
Eagles is -8.5.
Okay. You'll have to run me off all the locks of spread, whatnot, because I don't know it. And I'm driving.
Okay, Jose, you got it.
Now? Dolphins are +1.5. Okay. Right. All right. Well, so what do you want me to tell you all of them right now, Cody?
Yeah. You can just go down the list.
Okay. So obviously the Cowboys game is gone. Well, unless you want to go for the Cowboys. They're Cowboys versus Eagles. It's Philly -8.5, so it'd be Cowboys +8.5, which means as long as they lose within a touchdown, you win.
Right.
Chiefs is favored -3.5 against the Chargers. Patriots are favored 2.5 against the Raiders.
Okay, I like the Chiefs for my lock.
Chiefs is your lock? Okay.
Yeah, to win by 3 points. Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, so Chiefs -3.5. Okay. And so again, Patriots -2.5. So you can go for the Raiders on that one. Cardinals -6.5 against the Saints.
The hell no.
17 Saints. You can pick the no, the Dolphins are already taken, so you can't pick this game. So I'm not even gonna say it. You can pick Jets. They're +2.5 against the Steelers.
Fuck no.
Okay. Giants +6.5 against the Commanders.
No, not on that either.
Okay. Panthers +3.5 against the Jaguars.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Okay, we'll circle back to that.
Okay.
Browns +5.5 against the Bengals.
Ooh, okay.
Atlanta +1.5 against Tampa Bay.
So that's basically just win or loss, yeah.
Yeah. So, Seahawks +2.5 against the Niners.
Seahawks +2.5 against the Niners. Okay.
Tennessee +8.5 against Denver.
Okay.
Detroit +1.5 against the Packers.
Okay.
Houston +3.5 against the Rams.
Yeah, let me get that. Houston's winning or Houston's favorite.
Yep. Houston's the dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. We're definitely winning then.
Okay, so 3.5 for the Texans for Cody. Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, Cody, if Houston loses by 3, you win. If Houston wins, you win.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, my lock of week 1 is going to be Pittsburgh to cover -3 against the Jets. Jets suck. So.
All right.
And it's a bad matchup at that. So Pittsburgh will cover -3. They'll probably win by 2 scores. And let me put that check mark there. Pittsburgh -3. And my underdog, I thought I really wanted to go. I thought somebody was going to pick this one, but I really wanted to go a little more spicy, but I'm not going to go spicy. I'm going to play it cool. I'm going to have Chicago covering Minnesota's 1.5. I think Chicago will beat them.
Okay. Jalen in or no? Just sure.
Nah, he hasn't. Nah.
Okay. Not a problem.
Hopefully he comes back.
My lock, then, if it's just us four, then my lock will be the Arizona Cardinals against the Saints with 6.5, which I'm totally fine with. And then looking for at least a cover. We're looking for just coverage, right?
It's the cover, right. They could win flat out or cover. Can I tell you where I was leaning? And maybe you'll lean here, but I don't think you'll lean here.
Go for it.
I was thinking the Giants are 6.5?
I
think they'll lose by, if they lose, I got them losing, but they'll lose by like a field goal.
Didn't both games last year was close?
Right. And they got better.
But
that's kind of bold because you don't know. They could start off bad and then end up okay. It's rough. You wanted last, dude. I think you would have got the Chicago one.
No, I would not.
Oh, okay.
Because it's too close. They have to basically win.
Yeah, have them winning. Yeah.
Which in that case, I'd probably like Detroit more since Micah's on epidural.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the games against the Giants, the Giants covered the whole time, so they got better. This is without Daniel Jones. This is with Russell Wilson. I'm going for it. Give me the Giants plus 6.5. Yeah, why not? They just have to. They have to win, or they have to just get inside that. That's
right.
Totally fine.
Hey, man, right? 20.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
24, 27. Yeah,
that's too much. That's too much. Like the only other one I probably would have said because it's high, it would be Tennessee against Denver, but that high altitude is too much for Tennessee.
Yeah, I think it would just be too much too soon for Cam. That's all.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. Go over real quick. Cody's lock is Kansas City covering the -3 against the Chargers. His dog is his own. Say it again.
3.5.
Oh, 3.5. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I didn't actually put that. No. His dog is going to be his own beloved Houston Texans covering the plus 3.5. So as long as Houston, you already know, I'm not going to freaking do all that all the time. I have Pittsburgh covering as far as the -3. Got them definitely winning by more than that. And my dog is going to be Chicago flat out beating the Minnesota Vikings in week 1. Jose, you got Arizona covering the spread at 6.5. They are going to win by 7 or more, probably, in your opinion, probably like 2 possessions.
Yeah,
knew it. I also wanted that, but I said, man, who knows? What if they start off hot like last year and they just fall off? But and you also, your dog, I like the dog pick, is the Giants covering the 6.5. They either flat out win or they lose by 6 or less.
Divisional matchups being that far out,
100%.
Unless it's like Cowboys trading Micah, it doesn't make sense. It does not.
I'm with you.
So, especially if I'm in the boat as many other people that believe Washington's defense is boo boo.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And old butt.
Old. All right. Time to make those cover photos again.
Right on. Back. Football's back. You know what I mean? Football's back. But everybody that's here, much love and appreciation to you. We will be back next week, of course, talking about beautiful week 1. I hope it's a beauty. Get your popcorn ready. Get everything ready because Thursday we have football. Friday we have football. For collegiate watchers, Saturday, right?
Okay. Yes.
You got aggressive there.
Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, NFL, Saturday, collegiate. Let's go.
Come on. This is the People's Debate Football Pod. Make sure you like, subscribe. Jose from the Puro Pinche Sports. Make sure you like and subscribe over there. You'll see his face. Click the subscribe button and get some more football information. But much love and appreciation. Next week, we'll be live. We'll find a discussion.